Windy day, hanging laundry. What's new with you guys? Let's see if my mic wants to work right now. Trying to pair my mic. We got a windy day outside. Check, check. Hey, I think it worked. That'd be the first time this has worked. Can you all hear me well? Is that loud? Not sure how this is supposed to work. The windproof portion. Let me know if it's windy and we'll try to get the wind cover on. But can you all hear me pretty well? Comment down below. We just dropped our first long form video since we've gone up to 700 subscribers. I'm not sure where to put y'all. Maybe I'll grab my stand. I'm not sure where it is. That's fine. Cool, man. Appreciate it, said Captain. Yeah, we're hanging clothes. It's a windy day here in Malai. Perfect day to hang clothes. I'm wondering if the comment section is not working again. That's happened a couple videos before. I guess we'll just put you down here. But yeah, we just dropped our house tour video for Cold Stone. Good old Joe Bird, I think was his name, maybe. One of my followers has been asking me about a certain house for sale in my neighborhood and asked me to do a house tour. So we did one yesterday and the video has dropped. So we'll see if anyone's interested in it other than him. It also is a large part my vlog from Kalibo the other day. We had a couple people request that I edit my videos before uploading them next time. So we tried our hand at editing. By no means am I a professional editor. Y'all are gonna see that it's gonna take some time for editing skills to get better. Can someone comment down below? I feel like my comment section is not working. In the last couple days, we've had a couple different times we made a live and the comments never came in. But yeah, we're just hanging laundry. Just an American in the Philippines doing Philippines things. See, in the States, I would have just thrown this in the dryer and it would have been dry in an hour or so. But here we just use the power of the sun. Sometimes we use the power of stones. If you lay clothes out on some hot stones in the middle of the day, you can get them dried real quick. Yeah, something tells me my comment section's not working. If we've got 13 people in, I imagine someone's asking something. Maybe I'll have to go in and ask the wife to get on the video and comment. I can't believe this mic's working. We've tried to connect this mic to the phone, I don't know, 50 times before now. And perhaps it's not working. Did you see that, babe?
What's that?
My mic's working now.
What is that? Why you never hung that in the other?
Not yet, I'm filling this one up. Stone Cold. Good morning, Levi. Okay, so the comments are working. Sweet. We had like 30 people in already, and no one commented, so I wasn't sure it was working there, Stone Cold. Can you hear me in the mic? Or is it coming through my phone? We got that. I just arrived. Thank you.
I will watch it. I will test your mic.
Okay.
It's working.
Sing it.
Did you put this one here? It will be rusted.
Okay. I'm not leaving it there, but that's a valid point.
Especially you have white one.
But yeah, Stone Cold, the tour dropped. The house tour that you asked for, I just put it up. I had it up last night, but I had to do some tweaking to the. I had to make a what are they called? A thumbnail. I didn't know what I was doing, and my wife said she wanted to go to sleep and wanted me to go to sleep with her, so we just uploaded it this morning instead. Hopefully that doesn't make much of a difference. But yeah, the house tour is up. Ain't sure what happened last night. My YouTube crashed out. Never happened before. Yeah, YouTube does definitely have its fair share of problems, Wyatt. Did you see any of my long videos that I posted, Wyatt? I posted one just now and then one a couple days ago. But yeah, the one I just posted now, you should check that out, Wyatt. Tell your dad.
Here.
Hello?
I'll speak with.
Yeah, you can still hear me here. Yeah, you can still hear me here. It doesn't sound very good, though. That might make it sound a little bit better with this cotton on. I can hear you through the mic. I think. I see what Vegas means when we both don't have a mic. You can't hear James. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we got the windproof cover on, so now we're like real vloggers. But yeah, I understand what you mean about the mics. We got double mics for this phone or whatever, and we hadn't been able to get them to connect to my phone. We got them to connect to my wife's phone, so we knew there was nothing wrong with them. But when I was live, it connected right up, so we're golden. But yeah, that house tour is up, Wyatt, and still go check it out. I know you're probably not sitting on 200,000, Wyatt, but if you think about it, if you were to go around in the cove and find a place for 200,000, it's probably going to have more land than the house that I. Well, thanks, Stone Cold. Yeah, I'm glad it's working. But yeah, so the house tour we just did, I just saw the house tour. Cool. Okay, so did you just skip to the end, Tom? Because I figured that's what most people are going to do. They're going to skip the vlog portion. But if not, that's awesome if you watched it the whole way through. I just figured the vlog wasn't very exciting, wasn't very riveting. But at the same time, the house tour was only 5 minutes long, and I felt like it was 2 videos shot in the same day. Really not connected well, but yeah, and I tried to do some, I did a before and after of the house tour. We did some editing. It was a house and lot for sale. Yeah, Jay, and that's, I just mean that in the States, if you're going to buy a place for 200,000, it might have more land and just be a smaller house. But this is a giant house on a small piece of land. No, saw the whole thing. Sorry, you wasted a trip to Cleveland. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, though, Tom. You make plans for yourself, and then the plans don't go as planned, and you just gotta roll with it, I guess. All right, I'm out here to hang laundry, and the wife's probably like, "Why aren't you hanging laundry? Talk while you work." My wife doesn't sound like that at all. But yeah, for 200,000, what do you think, Tom? What can you get in Ohio for 200,000? I imagine in Columbus area, you'd get kind of a really old house that needs a lot of love for 200,000, but maybe not. Maybe you could find nice places, but like, I don't know. I didn't see much of anything wrong with that house. You never do the first trip though. Yeah, $200,000, not 200 pesos. So it is per se, but it's 12 million pesos. I didn't want to say any of that in the video portion. And they said that they could go a lot. They could be adjusted on the price, but when you're selling a house, you got to start high in case people say otherwise. I want to find about 75 acres and just put a fifth wheel camper on it and call it a day. Yeah, that'd be living the dream, Wyatt. J-Boy was talking about fifth wheel camping here in the Philippines, but he wasn't going to buy any land. He was just going to run around going everywhere with it. Because that's kind of the whole purpose of a camper, Wyatt. I know that you could just live in it, but pretty sure the whole reason there's wheels on it is so that you can take it somewhere. We had 20 people in there for a minute. We still have 19, it says. That's pretty awesome. If we can keep 20 people in for an hour. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good. She just got done rinsing. Jayanne?
Now you're doing your laundry.
Well, no, she did the laundry. I'm just hanging it for her. This is anything I can do right.
Yeah.
Keep the wheels on it. Only have to pay RV insurance. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You don't have to pay for house insurance. My bad. My 2-bed condo was appraised for taxes $255. Ain't worth it. Take my word. You're saying the house here isn't worth it, or your house there? Your condo isn't worth $255. I feel like here, it's definitely a really high price to be asking. As far as local money goes, but if you're coming in with retirement money, you sold your house in the States for $60,000 or whatever, then you come here and you can live for the $60,000. You can probably get yourself a nice business set up. Just like and subscribe. It's free. Especially enjoy watching farming in the Philippines. It's more fun to farm in the Philippines. Man, I ought to give you a raise, Stone Cold. Thank you. 200,000 is nothing anymore. I looked at 4 acres on a farm, and they're asking, 4 acres of farmland. Yeah. So you're talking about like something that used to be a cornfield. They want $160K for 4 acres. Yeah, that's kind of wild. I remember when I was a kid in Pennsylvania, you'd be able to find farmland for, I don't know, $10,000 an acre. So 160 for 4 is just wild. Not sure how you're supposed to hang up one of these bows for the head. My condo is not. So you're talking about the condo was not worth it. I think the house is worth it here. What's keeping you there, Tom? Why wouldn't you just come and buy that house? You got brothers and sisters, or you just feel like it's going to be hard to make a move at your age, or I mean, you're not that old. My dad's 60 this year. From 9 million pesos, I would agree. I would get an old style 2-bedroom unit with 3 units next to it. Where I live, okay. Well, yeah, that's wild. We must all need to move to Australia. That's better prices there. And like what I have, wife's gonna get mad. But like, you mean like this being a bedroom, and this being a bedroom, a 2-bedroom unit? I'm just showing the 2 doors. Is that what you mean? Like an apartment style unit? And then, like for us, we do have 2 more houses, or 2 more apartments just like that down the road. Is that what you mean? Like buying like an apartment building like this? Because I bet you probably could get in, if the owner of this property was a bad day and needed 10 million, he'd probably sell this for 10. But there's, and maybe it doesn't matter to you, Stone Cold, but there's no character to this house or to these apartments or any apartments really anywhere in the world. There's a lot of character to that house. You can tell that there was a foreigner that came in and built it for his wife that he loved and just built it the way he always wanted to have a house. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting sold up on it, but I feel like character in a house makes it worth almost twice the value. Nothing but a brother couple of health problems. That Kalibo trip that we took the other day, Tom, saw that hospital a little bit that we was in the video. That's the nice hospital around, and it's probably nicer than the hospitals you have in Ohio, to be honest. But it is an hour and 45 minutes from here. It's about 15 minutes to get to the bus, and then an hour and 30 minutes on the bus. And if you had your own wheels, you could probably get there in a lot faster. But then you also have to deal with Philippine traffic, which is going to take a lot of time off your life. It's stressful driving here. It says a 1,000 square meter block, there would be 4 units on it. Where I live, it's cheap compared to other parts of Australia. Yeah, because you're not in Sydney or anything. You're in New South Wales, right? That's kind of the lesser known Australian location. Things don't get quite as expensive there. I'm getting Medicare this year. Insurance last year was $18.60. Man, you could have got all of your medical things paid for $18.60 a year here. I don't know. Like the gentleman I had the motorcycle accident with, I'm sure you saw that video. He only racked up 300,000 pesos. And 300,000 pesos is 3K. And that wasn't 300,000 was everything. The damages and everything. Or no, it was 150,000. No, I say it was 300,000 and shoot, I might have said it was 300,000 James and Karen. But no, it was 150,000 was his medical bill. Probably a dumb question, but do the fans hunt animals like deer or something? No, they have. It's not a dumb question at all. They have hunted them for generations and generations without any rules or regulations. So there's nothing left. Big lizards. That's about all that's left there is to eat here, as far as wildlife that's eatable size. I mean, I guess my dad said yesterday or the day before he saw someone had a civet. A civet is a large cat like creature, like I don't know. It's not that big, but it's a cat, a wild cat. So someone did catch 2 civets the other day, but there really isn't any deer left. There is what they call Philippine deer that used to be on the island, but not anymore. And from what my dad and I understand, it's illegal to own them. So even if my dad and I, because I was really thinking about it the other day, trying to get my hands on some, like an ocelot, probably. I actually haven't seen the 2 of them together in a picture or whatever, or side by side pictures, but probably pretty similar. Yeah, not like a lion or anything, just a large cat. But yeah, all the deer are gone. I'd like to farm them, but it's against the law to to have any deer here, to farm deer as pets or whatever. I'd like to visit the islands, but don't see making it permanent. That's fine, Tom. We would have loved to see you visit. And honestly, it's never going to be permanent till you visit. So, come on out for a visit. If you fall in love, want to stay here, you can stay. It's kind of how it always works with us foreigners that come. We come for a visit and never leave. Just talked to a guy yesterday. Eric maybe was his name. I'm horrible at remembering names. And he said he's been coming back and forth 30 years. He's from France. I don't know that I ever saw a French person in the Philippines before yesterday. That reminds me. I've got a gentleman who's waiting on 8 more eggs. So the Frenchman said, "Would you sell me eggs? I don't need a whole tray. Can you just sell me 8?" And I said, "Sure." Well, I sold him 8, and then his neighbor came by and said, "I want a full tray of eggs." I said, "Well, I just sold him 8. I'll give you this tray and bring 8 tomorrow." So I got to remember to grab 8 eggs that aren't in the tray and bring them to that the Filipino man that bought the rest of that tray. His name was Boy. Could you believe that? I had a hard time wrapping my head around why someone named their kid Boy. But I guess more to him. I've heard crazier things. 22 people, huh? That's wild. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're just in the right time to do this. I was wondering because I remember correctly, New Zealand has big game hunting and no animals of prey. Yeah, I think that might be true. True, said Tom. Is Kalibo the nearest place to renew your visa? Well, my dad actually found out you could do it online. There's a portal online now that you can do it. But for me, I have to do my annual checkup. That's why I was there. So I do have to be there once a year for that. But other than that, you can pay for your renewal on your tourist visa online now. Though it's being successful, it's tough being successful in business. It sure is, Tom. Things are not never as easy as they seem. Maybe Karen and Jen are watching, showing James the man that does the clothes hanging. Yeah, James wouldn't get caught dead doing this on live. We seem to be missing a couple socks. There they are. Who else is watching other than Stone Cold, Tom, and Wyatt? Comment down below. We'd love to see more people in the chat. Be back. I'll watch the house video. Okay, yeah, you do that and comment something ridiculous, like say like I wouldn't buy that house, or where I'm from, I don't know. Someone's got to say something crazy in the comment section to get the comments rolling. Maybe Tom already said something in the comment section and I just haven't seen it. Hopefully that sucker takes off. It said, I watched all my information on the video. It said the reason why the last video did so well was because we had the first couple hundred people, more than 50% of them liked the video, and like 10 people commented on it or something. And that's what kicked it into the algorithm. So if we can figure out a way to get 100 of you to watch it and like it and comment on it towards the beginning of the video, that's all it takes for it to go from 100 to 10,000. All right. The rest of these don't hang up here. They're going to go out to the clothesline. "12 likes, 14 viewers. It's a good live. Thank you all for coming in." I meant keeping track of eggs you owe. Yeah, it's something I don't do. I never ever sell partial trays, Tom. That's a really poor decision of mine, but it was a foreigner that had been here for 30 years. Just getting to know him, I felt like it was a good opportunity to come out of my comfort zone a little bit and do something I don't normally do for someone I just met. But yeah, typically I'll give eggs to people at any number they want at the farm, but that's why I'd hate going live all them people when you get 2 comments. Yeah, but you ought to try it, Wyatt. I think you've got a better character for this than me. You got to get 50 subscribers and then give them your phone number to verify you. And we could, it seems how we're getting pretty close to 1,000 subscribers, and not to mention the first 50 that I had are the 50 people that are always in my lives. If you wanted to start a YouTube channel, why you just make that sucker up, then come in here, like, and we'll just send people your way. I don't know that between your living at a pond that used to be a mining area and being in central Pennsylvania and having all of your knowledge about the things you have knowledge about, I bet you there'd be lots of people that would want to tune in and see what you got to say about the things you want to talk about. Like, I've seen so many stupid, boring, annoying people on YouTube live in the last couple of days that I think anybody could do this and be successful. Well, look, I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm not necessarily successful, but we got 20 people in earlier. All right. I think we just got this last towel. All right. But yeah, you just gotta take the numbers seriously. You just gotta keep talking, come up with random things to talk about when no one has anything to ask. We're gonna do a heck of a video later on today. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get on here, let people know the video dropped, get my 50 subscribers that are tight with me to go over there and like and comment on it and help it start moving, because it doesn't move by itself. Me and my brother used to do YouTube, never went live. Well, if you had 50 subscribers, you could probably just send them your phone number and go live now. Yeah, I don't think they've had live for very long. I remember I saw your videos on YouTube, but I don't know why I forgot that you had them on there. But because I remember I showed you my fishing stuff and you showed me your stuff. And Yeah, dirt bike and motorcycle and bike content. That's really popular on YouTube. I think I'm just gonna drink it like this. I put this much hot water in a while ago, thinking that didn't. It's gonna add some cold water or whatever, because I can't stand drinking really hot coffee in the mornings to start sweating. But I think we're just gonna drink it like this, even though it's wicked strong. There's plenty of people that have made a living doing hunting videos, but I don't know how much of a good niche that is anymore. YouTube was kind of cracking down on that stuff because of the fact that you're hunting and killing, but that's kind of just how life is. YouTube's ridiculous to think that people don't still do that, or that, yeah. I mean, I get it. There's only a certain crowd that wants to see it, but you shouldn't hurt their content because some people don't want to see it. I don't kill much deer, so them videos suck. That's why I said about fishing or whatever, especially when you're doing catch and release. You'll probably upset some people, but for the most part, even the people that are squeamish about eating fish and things like that will be happy you put them back. But not here in the Philippines. You'd lose all your subscribers if you threw a fish back. They'd say, if you caught it, you eat it. Doesn't matter the size. Plus, I had a short, actually. I don't know if you saw it already, Wyatt, but I had a short where we went out with a net, or my neighbors were net fishing, and I went out to join them, and we caught like microscopic fish like this. Divided them. They divided them up just like the other fish or whatever. We took them home and cooked them, even though they were just not even a bite size, like smaller than the M&M, and we're eating them. It's like, I think we should have threw these back. That way they could have grown to something that would have been worth eating. That's not how it works here in the Philippines. That's the only problem with having such a small amount of coffee. It might be strong, but it's all gone. Now I just want another cup. And the pastor's here with his wife to visit the baby and Jayanne. I'm not sure what their game plan is, or if they just came for a visit. Sometimes these visits can take hours, sometimes minutes, but it's good to give something for Jayanne to do while I'm doing the live. Holy cow, it's 9:30. I haven't fed any chickens. I need to go get those eggs. Well, I think what we're going to do is go in here and talk to the wife. And probably just head out now. Got to figure out some sort of solution. I think I broke my only charger this morning. We're at 78% now, so we should be good till lunch. But what I need to do is turn my power saving back on. Stone Cold said, "Thanks for knocking on the door and getting a quick look at the place." As I wouldn't have done that house tour if it wasn't for Stone Cold. I was at my mom's house the other day, and he said, "Did you go and look at that house yet?" And I said, "No, I didn't go and look at that house yet." He said, "You should do that now." So I just went down there, and he's like, "Can I video your house?" Then she's like, "I'm going to get my brother to go with you." And so he came down, and it was a pretty good video. I mean, it's really not the greatest video, but it's a video. What kind of fish do you got over there, man? Oh, every kind of fish. The Philippines, number 2 or number 3 exporter. So the thing that they sell to all the other countries is tuna. If you got yourself some canned tuna at Walmart, most likely came from the Philippines or the Philippine Sea. So yeah, tuna is the biggest fish. They have barracudas, they have dolphins, sharks, all the ocean fish, more or less, come through here at one point or another. Between Boracay and here, there's only a small gap that gets deep enough for the tuna to like to run in it. And then obviously most of the tuna is very deep sea fishing. But yeah, you can find barracuda up on the shore or whatever, chasing bait fish. That's gonna be the fish. That's gonna be my first fish I target. I guess I'll show you my new rod reel setup. But if you watched the video, you probably already saw it. Maybe I'll show it to you. Or did I? There it is. I skipped to the house part. I'll watch the rest later. Looks nice, well built, no mud road to deal with. Yeah, it is really nice. So here's the new fishing setup. It was 179 pesos for the rod, which is more than $3 for less than $4. Then the reel, I think, was 230, which is, again, I think more than $4 but less than $5. So $10 rod reel setup, telescoping, and then this lure I think probably costs about as much as the rod and reel did. I can't remember what I paid for this. I bought it a long time ago, this lure, for my deep sea rod, but it doesn't work on the deep sea rod because you can't cast it. It doesn't weigh enough. Any ponds or just ocean? There's piles of rivers running into the ocean, but no ponds, no lakes. I've been thinking about sitting down with the mayor and telling him a couple of different words of advice about. He wants to promote agriculture. All of the Philippines wants to be self-sustainable. That's kind of their goal in the next 5 to 10 years or whatever. And they're nowhere near it. But I've got some ideas. And my first idea would be take some of these stupid rice fields that don't make a lot of rice. Hey, Bill, how's it going? Take some of these rice fields that don't make a whole lot of rice. Or they do make a good bit of, like, they're doing good making rice, but turn it into a pond or a lake. Just take the rivers, run them into a rice field, dig them out or whatever, build some lakes and ponds, put some sort of infrastructure in to farm fish or whatever, and then just get tilapia, like, and a bunch of other different things. I mean, tilapia probably are going to eat about everything else you put in the water with them, so they're probably not ideal. But yeah, if you had, I don't know, a 5-acre pond that you stocked with tilapia time and time again and made it illegal for people to fish in it for the first couple years till the population of tilapia got so big that, and then just did that, I don't know, 10 times in this area or whatever, and then you could just rotate. Have 2 months out of the year that you're just stocking ponds or whatever, and no one's fishing anything out of the ponds. Then have 10 months or whatever, or just do it 12 times. Do 12 different ponds, and then each month is a different pond or lake or whatever for people to be able to fish out of. I don't think it'd take them a month to kill all the fish in the water, but it would be a great way to make a little bit better self-sustaining fish population around here. Not to mention it would potentially give an opportunity for rivers to get fish again, because people would stop going to the river to fish. But there isn't a whole lot of fish because everybody here fishes. So I guess maybe there would be. Good morning. There would be a lot more fish around if people didn't fish all the time, and maybe there is a lot more fish than I realize. But It's not like Florida. I could go to Florida and catch 100 fish in a day easily, and there'd be plenty of fish left around. But I don't feel like I could catch 100 fish here. Not with a rod and reel. With a net maybe, but they wouldn't be very big fish. But yeah, I think we're gonna get ready. Morning, Romeo. We're finally getting more commenters, and thanks, Bill, for bringing them. And it was just Wyatt and Stone Cold there, and Tom for a moment. Now we've got 6 people in the comment section. Where are you from, Romeo and Christine? I definitely got to do research. Seems interesting. Yeah, that's kind of the game plan for me over the course of the next year is just learn and learn and learn. We're gonna do a video about what I've learned so far about raising chickens or whatever later, native chickens, because that's a lot of people in my last video commented. Yeah, we're from the Philippines, Christine. We're here in Malay. A lot of people in my last, not the last one was a house tour, but the one before that, everyone was asking, why aren't you raising native birds like this, like that? Why are you raising these egg-laying birds and meat birds or whatever? And I was like, you guys must have missed it, and I didn't mention it, so I guess it's probably. We have 20 native birds or whatever, and sold more than 10 last year. So we had 30, 40, but 10 of them were males, so they made good tinola for the holidays. Gino took J and K and the others to a fish farm. Are they rare? Numantia maybe was where they went to the fish farm. Or maybe you're talking about not even Numantia. Maybe it wasn't Numantia. Maybe it was New Washington. So Gino lives in Numantia, which is right beside Kalibo. And Kalibo is right beside New Washington. New Washington and Kalibo are the ag school central area. The government has probably put, I don't know, 10 million US dollars, 100 million US dollars into agriculture in Kalibo, Numantia, and New Washington. But there is nothing out our way. They're an hour or 40 minutes away from us. There's nothing out our way that looks like productive fish agriculture, or even really any, like, it's just rice. There's lettuce places, but we're not the only lettuce operation in town. I just saw a greenhouse yesterday, and I was trying to get a tour of it, but he said next week. So, oh my, you've been over there for 2 years already, brother. That's crazy. Time flies. Yeah, it is. I mean, when you say it, it kind of like makes my mind glitch out. But yeah, Tom, that they are not rare in the Philippines by any means, but our local government does not have any. And I guess in the States, an hour and 40 minutes is still kind of local government, but they are in the state of Aklan. So the state of Aklan, I guess, has fish farms, but not where we're at, and we could use some. Especially because we have all these rivers that run off the mountain. Like how hard could it be to channel some of them into ponds and lakes? And not to mention, like, a pond and a lake, you can go swimming at, you can do all kinds of other interesting things and boost tourism. And like, there's millions of US dollars being spent here all the time. 145 on trike. 140 on a trike would be a long trip. Oh no, it's a lot longer than an hour and 40 on a trike. It's an hour and 40 on a bus. It'd probably be 2 to 3 hours on trike. Yeah, it's only maybe 40 miles, but it's up and down mountains, twists and turns. But yeah, straight line is probably 40 miles, so it's not very far. I'm gonna talk to the wife here so we can go out.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Already massage your baby, sir.
that's good. Did I didn't tell you, boy, Happy's dad needs 8 eggs. I forgot until just now or a couple moments ago because I gave him a full tray minus 8 eggs and he paid for the full tray because I had a French guy that said, "Can I buy 8 eggs off of you? I don't need a whole tray." So I sold him 8 eggs. So I need to go and feed chickens, grab those 8 eggs and deliver them before it's long. Probably. That's last night. We never sold the ones from last night.
Until now.
No, I sold those to local.
Market in
How much?
How much do you think?
500.
No, you're gonna be mad. I'm not gonna tell you then.
300 a day?
No, 320 because that's what he said he bought it here for, and I said I'm not gonna argue. They're mostly smalls, so to sell small eggs for 320, I thought was a good deal, even if they are brown. But yeah, I don't think we have any eggs here. But let me look. Is there no more eggs in Carla yet?
There's
Okay. I'm just thinking because I need to deliver there also probably by the end of the day. But
We already delivered it yesterday.
yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Where did you hang the clothes? Just there?
Yeah.
Or
You
in
want me
the
to?
tray?
No. You want me to hang it in the tree?
Yeah, I always hang the tray because the wind is blowing there.
10-4.
And
I hang them in the tree. Is there traffic laws there? No. There's no such thing as traffic laws. Or I don't know. Maybe there's a pile of traffic laws. But the thing is the police sit for checkpoints, but they don't patrol. So how could they find you having any error in the traffic laws if they're just sitting at checkpoints and nobody's patrolling? Like, you're not going to get in a high-speed chase in the Philippines. I guess if you didn't stop at their checkpoint, maybe they'd chase you down, but I don't think so. Put a boost motor on that trike, and you'll make it there in 15 to 20 minutes. Sorry. Hayabusa, I think, is what you meant. And maybe that's how you say that word that you spelled. Haha. How about it, Bill? Yeah, we need to. They have a bunch of 4-wheelers here. I watched a guy get 6 of them off of the back of a truck the other day. But I don't think any of them have gotten a Hayabusa motor on them. But yeah, what we need to do, Bill, is exactly what James has been saying all along. We need to get ourselves a stealth plane or a seaplane and just park it someplace where we can hop on it and take it to town. Because here in Aklan is airport, in Kalibo there's an airport, in Iloilo there's an airport. So all the places that we go for medical things, if we had a helicopter or airplane, it would only be a matter of 20 minutes, 30 minutes flying on a quicker plane to get to our destination. So we just need an airplane is what we need. I have a friend that built a 4-wheeler and can't keep the front end on the ground. LOL. Need a helicopter. Yeah, we sure do. I don't know. I don't think there is any cheap entry-level helicopters, though. I think you're looking at a minimum of 100,000 USD for a helicopter. More likely to land it, I think. Yeah. Well, like I said, there's an airport at every large town or whatever, so, or not large town, like populous area. They're not towns. But. Are you going to Cataclan later, Jahan? You need water? Pay water. Okay. I'm sure we could build a helicopter too, but I don't think the wife would get in it. Did you get in a helicopter that I built? If I build a helicopter, will you fly in it? Hindi echo is no. Why? All right. Well, I'm gonna go feed these chickens and come back with lettuce. Is that what you want me to do, or you want to come along to get lettuce?
I mean, I will wait for your power bank if you're going to get it.
Okay. And then I'll just bring lettuce home whenever I feed chickens and grab eggs. Okay? We need to figure out something for charger.
We have to figure out to go in the house, I think, not the charger. I'm out today. Do you want it? I told you if you want to. If I want to give it all away, the things here.
Yeah, go ahead, give it all away.
He said to give it all away.
We got too much stuff. They said that a long time ago, James knew one person with a helicopter for 50K and up. 150K for two people. Well, what is it to fly? Yeah. What is it to fly in the helicopter in Boracay?
10K for 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's 10K for 15 minutes. 10,000 pesos or $200 for a 15-minute like joyride in a helicopter here. So I can imagine that helicopters are kind of expensive to buy. Could be wrong. All right, I think we're almost ready to go. I just need to make sure I have everything. Oh, the keys probably, no, there it is. When did Dad bring the trike here?
Huh?
When did Dad bring the trike here? Because he left the key there.
I don't know, Levi, crazy everything. Oh, you never hung the other computer off. It's fine, it's later.
The red ones? I'm sorry. Where's my... No, there they are. Okay. I will do the chicken chores and grab lettuce and...
What do you want to give it away? What things you want to give it away?
What things? Whatever you want. I'm not going to be upset if you give something away that's mine or yours. Yeah. Mom said especially those things that we got from Joey. Yeah. Whatever you don't love. I think that came with that set. But if you want to give that away, that's fine. I'm pretty sure that comes with that black set. But if you want to give that away, that's fine. Oh, you're right. Give it away. You pull this. Pull it. A new MD 500 will cost you close to $3 million. Robbie boy. Hi, top man. 2 a.m. here in London. Hope you and your family are well. Yeah. We had an interesting night last night. but we're doing well now. Hello, my dear. I'm watching from Car, Cebu City. Okay. One moment. We'll be right back. All right. I love you, JN. Give me a kiss.
Hindi ko na may sinanay kita.
Bye-bye. All right. We're going to bring the fishing rod. I doubt there's any reason we're going to need it, but who knows? Mike's on, brother. I totally forgot I was wearing a mic. Oh, man. Me and my girlfriend are in car also. Cebu. All right. We're going to swap you to the motorcycle mount. You guys are going to have premium audio now. Hopefully the battery life on these is reasonable. I haven't been using it. It's been my brother-in-law. We're going to grab some lettuce and grab some eggs. Feed chickens. Bog Stomper. You from Germany? Your girlfriend's and you are in car, but where are you actually from? Hopefully this mic is as heavy duty as they say, and I'll be able to keep it on while driving. Because I'm not sure that this mic is going to survive a fall. New York State, okay. We're from Pennsylvania, once upon a time, and Florida is my residency now. But actually, I'm now a resident of the Philippines as well. So, I guess dual resident, not dual citizen, but pretty amazing how far we've come in the last 2 years. Not sure what's going on with this. Why it's doing that. Upstate farmland, interested in hydroponics system. Oh, that's awesome. Hydroponic farming here is definitely a little bit different than New York, I'd imagine. But at the same time, it's the same concept, so how different could it be? The motorcycle's running a little bit more smoothly now. Not sure why it was doing that there. Neighborhood bought me over the first flat free brown. Brought me over a free brown flat is what he's trying to say, I think. He can't eat all of the chickens that are producing. So how many chickens does he have, Bill? Yeah, free flat of brown eggs. That's a good day. A flat's 30? Is that what you mean? 30 eggs? 45 eggs, okay. Be safe when you're driving now. Yeah. We're not going fast. It might seem as if we're going fast, but the wind is blowing. We're not going any more than 30 kilometers an hour here in Malai. We always like to keep it real slow. So for my mile per hour viewers, 30 kilometers is less than 15 miles per hour. So like a very fast run, but it's really not hard to drive. We're staying as safe as possible always here when driving, especially when I'm driving with the wife and baby. Yeah, 45 chickens, okay. So yeah, he probably gets at least 40 eggs a day. Papa Wheelie. We can Papa Wheelie if we get a good hill. But I don't think this thing can do a wheelie on the flat. You gotta remember we got at least, I don't know, someone's body weight holding it down on the other side with the metal. And maybe if it was mounted a little bit further forward or forward back, more backwards, it would pop a wheelie. I don't know. You got me curious now. Now I want to give it a try. So what do you do to pop a wheelie? Just clutch dump it and yank back on the handlebars? That's what I just tried. It didn't do anything. Just picking, bro. Well, I've tried, but I don't think it's possible. Now, if we get a good hill to get the weight towards the back tire, we could probably do it. $4 a flat here. Okay. That's really affordable, I feel like. That's more affordable than it is here. It's 300 pesos, which is $6 for 30 eggs here. Yeah, pretty much one hand full throttle. Alright, well, that was full throttle at an uphill. And I could feel there wasn't much left on the front tire, but no wheelie. We've gotten the front tire to come off the ground with loaded down with people in the back, but I never tried to make it stay that way. I always just kind of got it back on the ground, sat forward on the tank. Are you happy? You're too happy to pop a wheelie. Too heavy, yeah. I said too happy. I popped a wheelie on my dad's motorcycle. That sucker's got some torque. But on a trike, I don't think it's possible. Hey, my dad's here. That'll be interesting. I wonder what he's getting into. Probably welding, I guess. He's probably upset that it's 10 o'clock and I'm just now showing up. Wow, I got 17 photos from my subscriber. Wonder what of. Hey, don't break it. I'm just being an ass. I don't know. Can you say that word on a live? Probably not. All right, backpack. My dad probably already fed the birds because he's here. Bring the fishing pole just in case I see a fish along the way. There was a fish down in this creek the other day. I see a bunch of guppies, but nothing that's going to bite a hook. That's fine. Maybe we'll see something on the way back. Probably just gonna leave this in the garden though, because I'm gonna have a handful of lettuce and eggs. Probably gonna have to make multiple trips, honestly. But yeah, so how many are on a flat, Bill? I'm so confused. How are you paying $4 for a flat? Or do you mean a dozen when you say a flat? I have to check deep side of corner for fish. Yeah, you got to check in the corners for fish in the deep. Yep, sure do. In general, there might be a couple 7-inch fish in that stream we just crossed, but there's not going to be any 12-inchers, I don't think, in there. They're further up where they got better habitat. There's kids fishing that stream every day with little bamboo poles and 2 meters of nylon on the end of the bamboo pole. I have to go count eggs. Okay. You'll be counting eggs with me then. Looks really good.
It's coming together.
Thanks for feeding last night. Did you feed? I said thank you for feeding the chickens last night. Did you feed this morning yet? Or
I gave them a little bit.
All right.
And checked the water.
did you take eggs home yesterday, or the eggs are here? Okay.
I pulled. There was 80 eggs. Did you get some eggs yesterday off the?
No, I don't think so. But maybe Papa did, because Mama said that he was going to give me money for eggs today.
Okay,
So maybe he came in and grabbed the tray or two.
It seemed like it was short, not just a couple. Like
Almost 2 trays at 80.
yeah.
Because if it was 1 tray, then it would have been 110. Which actually 110 is probably about, it's 120 to 110 or whatever is what we're getting. So, all right.
But anyway, that's what.
Well, I need to get a
in
couple
there
more.
in a crate, in a lettuce crate with a lid on it.
All right, 10-4. I gotta get some eggs and bring some lettuce, and then Jan and I are gonna run to town and sell lettuce. Sorry I'm getting here late. It's one of those mornings. Here's the hydroponics table in the making. My dad's welded these pieces here because they were just standalone C-shaped legs or whatever, and now he's welding together, and you can see he's got the triangle out there and making sure he's got all right angles and things like that. You don't want to weld things together crooked. That's my dad took shop class when he was young, learned how to weld back then, but he'll be 60 this year. Hadn't welded since shop class. It's kind of wild. He's been able to pick it back up so quickly and do so well. But I guess welding is just like, I don't know, drawing with high electricity. You have a check deep side, yeah, for the fish. I have to count eggs. Yeah, we're gonna count eggs too, Bill. All right. Annabelle wants knives. You know the knives I like. Don't give her one I like. Don't give her the one that has the the rounded edge or whatever, the one you used to open a can. Don't give her that one. Don't give her that brand new one that has the unique design from Joey. Yeah, I feel like you know the knives I like, but honestly, like I said, whatever you give them, I'm not gonna be upset about, babe. Just give them whatever you want to, and I'll just buy something new if you give away one that I like. But yeah, give her 1 or 2 knives, or I don't know, just one knife, and then she can come back for another knife some other time whenever she's lost it. What about the one that had black? I think that's the one that I meant not to give, but like I said, you can give them any knife. Like it'll all be fine. Give them whatever you want to give them, and if you give them one that I like, yeah, the one from Joey that's really thin, that has the black design, I like that look. But if she wants that knife, just give it to her. Like I said, we'll just buy something new. It was a blessing for us. Bless them back. Thank you for coming in the comment section instead of trying to call me in the middle of the live. I love you. 30 eggs still flat. Yep, that's what these are. That's what I thought you were talking about. 30 eggs still flat. All right, let's weigh these eggs. We're all out of trays though. Not all out. We have 4 trays. How about the one that had something on the top? No, yeah, that one with the hook. Yeah, you can give her that. Like I said, just give her whatever. And you could, I mean, other than the fact that you like it, I think you could give her the thin Camilco or Caminco. But I don't know. Last time your dad was up here, brother, put tires on the van a couple months ago. Yeah, now he's working hard doing welding. A couple months ago, he didn't know anything about welding. It's pretty wild. How good are you at welding, Wyatt? And Cove hit eggs, some places went $18 a dozen. Yeah, they sure did. I never bought eggs back then. But I didn't think that was when COVID hit. I thought that was whenever swine flu, or not swine flu, bird flu hit, which was a little bit later. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have a horrible memory. But yeah, they had bird flu. I thought that's why the price went up, not because of COVID. But maybe it went up both times. In general, eggs are only ever going to go up for a short period of time. Because as soon as the egg price goes up, everyone wants to farm chickens that lay eggs. And once everybody farms chickens that lay eggs, then the price goes back down. And it only takes 9 months for someone to have a chicken lay a chick or lay an egg, and it turns into a chick that turns into a chicken that lays an egg. And I imagine that that's what a lot of people in the farming industry wind up doing if they have chickens, is when the egg price goes up, they just hold on to their chickens to make more egg-laying stock so they can make more money. But then by the time those eggs turn into chickens, the price of eggs has already dropped again. Then they wind up having to call chickens for a lower price. I'm not sure what the deal is with these birds. Chores. We're just gonna go through and spread a little bit more feed. Not much. Maybe it'll quiet them down. I guess maybe I've been told Bluetooth devices make a sound that's inaudible for people to hear. Maybe they're hearing my mic and it's bothering them. I'm not bad, but spray paint makes bad welds look good. I'm a certified welder, said Bill, on stainless steel, but I can weld any material. 5 pounds chicken fully dressed is $22. You kidding me? People are paying $22 for 5 pounds of chicken. What happened? I don't feel like it was that much whenever I was there a couple years back. Check out the size of that egg. It ain't even a tiny egg. Probably doesn't even have, this one's real small too. It's frustrating that you feed a bird however much you feed it in a day and it just lays that. I mean, we put down enough feed most days that every bird can have 150 grams. I can't imagine there's any birds that are eating more than that. So, not sure what's happening to all that feed. Maybe I didn't feed them 150 grams yesterday. Bird flu's been like 3 months now. Okay, I didn't even notice that. So, how is the egg price so low? $4 for a tray of eggs, but the price of meat is up. I think they would agree with me. Well, I missed a lot of comments. They hear the frequency. Yeah, they hear the frequency. Bill, my dad tried to teach me how to oxyacetylene. Well, years ago, all I could do was melt holes in steel tubing. What did you mean by they would agree with you? Oh, the paint, yeah. Excuse me. Again, I'm forgetting I have a mic. I need to cover the mic before I cough. Your eardrums are blowing out. All right, so we need 8 eggs to take to that gentleman. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. See if I can find a plastic. Even the good ones are expensive. Still terrible quality. Oh, Catlin, you're in. Even the good ones are expensive. Even, I'm not sure what you're talking. Are you talking about the good chickens? I have no idea. The baby chicks started at $8 each. Yeah, that's wild. They're 50 pesos here for a chick. For the meat chickens, that's $1, which I feel like is a lot. $1 for a meat chicken, because you're only gonna make a small amount on. You feed them $2 worth of feed. Pay $1 for the chick, so that's $3, and at most you're gonna sell it for $5. It's typically like $4.50. For some reason around here, most of the milk farmers are selling their cattle and building chicken farms. Well, yeah, if the price of chicken is up, then that would be why. Free range, yeah, free range eggs. Yes, even the good ones are expensive and still terrible quality. Yeah, free range eggs are hard to get. I'm not so sure that anybody's selling free range eggs here. They sell brown eggs, and everyone thinks that brown eggs means free range or organic. But brown eggs just mean they came from a bird that lays brown eggs. Typically, they're feeding it the same thing my birds are eating. Sorry, Catlin, that I never responded to your chats yet. We'll get to them on Facebook in a moment or so. We've been in live for 1 hour and 27 minutes now, so that's why I've been not responding. Definitely interested in chatting with you a lot. See, these birds are clucking around too, the chicks or whatever. I'm not sure what about. But yeah, these are our laying stock. Got these birds up here, which are a little bit younger. They're Australorp and DeKalb mix. This one is the only one that actually has DeKalb in it. The rest of them are just Australorp Rhode Island red mixes. And then down below, there's a pile of DeKalb Australorps. The father is DeKalb Rhode Island Reds. Yeah, so DeKalb and Rhode Island Reds are basically the same, except DeKalbs are black. This is a very big piece of plastic, but I'm not sure that I know of any other plastic laying around here. So we're gonna wrap these 8 eggs in this. Dang it! It's got 2 massive holes in the bottom of it. I guess we'll just put them in this bottom corner and then twist it up. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we don't crack them, because that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is get it to the guy without having to take a... If you put 8 eggs in a tray, it never stays down. It always just blows away in the wind. There's not enough weight in 8 eggs. So yeah, we'll put them in the corner like this and twist the top. Tie a knot in the bag, yeah. So now we're gonna just put them like that in my backpack, and hopefully they make it. We gotta label these trays here. I'm not sure where my pen got to. I know one is extra large and one is large. Should be pretty easy to establish that by just looking at them. We're going to have to bring back a pile of trays after selling. Dang, chickens are always pooping on that table. They think it's their bed or whatever. All right. No problem. Appreciate your time, bro. Yeah, Catlin. That's I appreciate you reaching out. Like, I've only had maybe 3 subscribers reach out on Facebook so far. So, especially all those other ones were here from the Philippines. So to have someone from Florida reach out is really means something. I've been trying to get Bill. Well, I think Bill did just add me on Facebook the other day, but we haven't chatted yet. So we're going to try to get a real tight-knit group of about 100 people here. And you're subscribed to the channel, so some people would call you a follower, but I'm not in here to make followers. I'm in here to make friends, make relationships, learn from each other, teach people what I know. This isn't your average YouTube channel. We're not in here to make any money, although if we do make money, that would be nice, but we're not here for that. We're here to just share the knowledge, earn some knowledge, or get some knowledge from other people, and just grow the industry worldwide of chicken farming and hydroponics. But yeah, we had a lot of people asking. We've got a lot of native birds. We got 1, 2 of them in cages right now. 4 of them actually, 5 of them actually, that are hens. And then we got 6 Australorps and 2 Rhode Island red males, 2 Australorp males, and 2 native chicken males, I think, all up in these cages with these other birds. But yeah, we're gonna go over here and get some lettuce. I don't know why I keep closing that up. We need to. Looks like we're gonna have to rinse some baskets again because we keep putting the baskets outside of the farm, and then oh no, they are outside there. Never mind. All right. Yeah, we don't need to rinse any baskets. We got 4 baskets out here. So how's the mites? Have they been staying away? We haven't washed all of the birds yet. I know what y'all are thinking. How many days is it going to take to wash all these birds? But yeah, the birds that we did, there's no mites left on them. All right, we got 4 baskets here. That'll load us up with lettuce. Then we'll come back for the eggs. But yeah, Catlin, we'll get back to you real soon. See if we can find this flat spot. All right, that's probably going to do. All right. We'll be right back. I got to wash my hands. I almost made that mistake again. All right, Hands are washed. Look at all that rabbit food. I ain't never seen someone pay so much for rabbit food, I'll tell you that, Wyatt. I don't think that's a lot of bird bath. Yeah, 200 birds, that's 20 baths that we have to do. I think we maybe did 10, maybe. 4, 5, 6. So the wife never saw Jungle Book, so we watched that together last night. She's always, sorry about the camera, I don't know. We'll start down the other aisle next time. But yeah, we watched Lion King not too long ago because it had been forever since I had seen it, and she never watched it. And she knew the song or whatever, but she never watched the whole movie. So then we did Jungle Book last night. And I'm talking about this because I know that even if we got people in here that are 60, everybody's seen Jungle Book, and probably you all saw it back, the 68 one. That was the first one I watched. I don't know if they made another one between 68 and 2016. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, it's quite the story. It's very similar to the Lion King story. I never noticed or put 2 and 2 together in my head how much they were similar stories. Just there's a kid in this one. Instead of the lion being the king, it's now the kid or whatever. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, in the new 2016 one that we watched, I don't know that I ever recognized how many popular voice actors were in that. Like they must have spent, I don't know, a couple $100 million on just the voice actors. Because most of them aren't even voice actors traditionally. They're actual actors. But I guess when they heard the Jungle Book was coming out, they jumped at the opportunity to become I don't know. I imagine that 2016 Jungle Book movie, it didn't do as well as they maybe hoped, but it's there forever. Like people are going to watch that for generations, I feel like. It's going to bring the person's voice to a whole nother generation that's never seen or heard their voice. So it was a great opportunity for those voice actors. All right. Well, that's 1,000 pesos worth of lettuce there. That ought to do us for our trip. Turn this stupid gimbal off. 1967. First Jungle Book movie. Yeah, that was when I watched it as a kid, of course. I didn't watch the 2016 one. It was the 67 one, which I thought was pretty good for being as old as it is. But Disney's always been pretty good at animations. Did you do any research online on the birds? No, I didn't. We're going to. Bill, I've just been a little bit occupied in the last couple of days, but we're going to get into a real deep dive on birds here. Maybe by the end of the day. We'll see if we do that after lunch or not. People in their 60s, are you discriminating against us elderly folks? Well, that's my demographic. Not sure why yet, but that's the people who watch my videos are over 60. But I'm not discriminating. I'm just saying that something that Wyatt and me have in common with Tom and Bill is that we all as kids most likely saw the Jungle Book. What's that old dinosaur movie, TV show? Lost Before Time, something like that. Yeah, Land Before Time. Yeah, I think they made a new movie about that too. Just this last 5 years or something. Yeah, that was like 99 or something. They made that Land Before Time TV show. I'll be right back. Yeah, what was your favorite movies, Tom and Bill, when you were growing up? I've probably seen them. I've seen all the old stuff. Stuff older than you guys, to be honest. You guys are young compared to this old stuff my mom used to make us watch. Like, I watched everything from 1920s to 2020. I really stopped watching movies more recently, but I've got an eclectic knowledge of 100 years of movies. These shows nowadays suck. Yeah, they sure do. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one that I watched more recently that was any good. Morning. I don't know. Probably the last shows I watched that were any good were early 2000s. No, it's connected again now. Maybe I touched it with something. Now I lost the magnet. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I think this thing's low on battery. All right. Yep, batteries are done. That was on that first mic. We got two. Hopefully this one will run. All right. Let's hope that works. What was my guess for the video? I don't know. It's probably 10 views by now. I don't think that video is going to be doing too good, but maybe it is doing well. Or are you talking about the house tour video? I wouldn't think we're over 100 views at this point. 23 views? Yeah. It's not quite the same quality. I should have shot it. I got my... I'm so dang forgetful. But yeah, I should have shot it landscape like we did the last video. But I started on portrait and never switched it. And I don't think there's any real good way to switch portrait to landscape. You need to find someone to sponsor you. Yeah, you got any ideas who I should reach out to? Find the magnet, said Jan. Oh yeah, I found it. How many views do you think? No sound. All right, back to what we were talking about. Those magnificent men and their flying machines. Was that a TV show or a movie, Tom? I'll have to check that out. I have this one app that lets me watch about anything that's ever been made for free. Just got to watch some ads. Starship Troopers, 1988. Was that movie Dinosaurs? Okay. Talking about the Land Before Time dinosaurs one was 88. Or are you talking about a movie that you like that's called Dinosaurs from 88? But yeah, Starship Trooper. Never heard of that, Darren. Or not Darren. Catlin. How about I start with people that make that mic? Yeah, that's the same company that made the stand that we use, TNW. Pretty sure it's mostly Chinese owned, but yeah, we can reach out to them. Actually, bought it from a mall on a different shopping app instead of going to their website. Maybe should have bought it off the website. Land of the Lost, 1988. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to check that one out. We got a bird making sad noises, and I don't know where it is. I think it's... Oh! It's my bird up here in the rafters. Can you see that bird? She's got eggs, and apparently she hears me coming and doesn't like it. Yeah, hit them up. Yeah, we'll hit up TMW, see about if they want to sponsor. I'm not sure what it would look like now that I have their products, but yeah, I don't know what that would look like. But we'll hit them up probably right after this live. Honestly, we're gonna. Oh yeah, shoot! Almost forgot those eight eggs I need to put in my backpack. We got to stop there first before going home. Then we got large and extra large eggs to sell. We'll see who's interested in buying them. Hopefully these don't bust in my bag. What do you use on a daily basis? And go there for sponsors. We use a Caterpillar knife. We use a Gerber knife. What else do we use on a daily basis? We use a light from, I can't remember the name now. We have a light that we use every day. What I really need to sponsor right now is for a good Samsung charger, because I broke mine this morning. The power bank my wife bought from Ronos or yeah, one of those name brands or whatever. It's Kronos or Ronos or something like that. That's what a shop looks like here in the garden. This work the table that he's working on. As I can't ever tell, my dad's irritated that I've become a vlogger or not. I feel like someday this is really going to help us as a farm get people interested in things. I feel like I didn't have much of a calling a couple of weeks ago before we started this YouTube thing. I felt like I was just kind of back to daily grind kind of lifestyle, not doing much interesting, just coming and feeding chickens, rotating lettuce, things like that, and occasionally preaching or whatever, but kind of got a little stagnant there. This has kind of added a whole new level to whatever I do here, and I guess it can be annoying that I almost always have my phone recording, but at the same time trying to spread the word about the ministry here. Like that, might just send you some stuff to use and promote. Yeah, that would be nice, Wyatt. Like I said, if I could figure out someone who makes a good Samsung charger or whatever, because I just broke mine this morning. I'm not sure how. I guess my wife asked me to plug in her phone, I don't know, at 4 a.m. And then I did. And then when I woke up this morning, her phone was on the charger on the floor, and the charger was not straight. So I tried charging it on her phone, nothing. My phone, nothing. So I think that charger's bunk. Now we're down to one charger, but her charger never did work on my phone. I'm not sure how. It's supposed to be a Samsung charger, but my phone has been very temperamental since I purchased it. And it's a lot more expensive than my wife's phone, so kind of annoying. There you go. Try them. Just remember, when you do this, you have to mention to them a couple of times during the feed. Yeah. If we sponsor someone, if we're sponsored by someone, we'll probably tell them it's every hour that we stream. We'll give them a 2-minute praise segment or whatever, where we talk about their product and why it's so good. But yeah, we'll have to reach out to them to do something like that. All right. Every time you were on. Yeah, I would do it every time I was on. We had some sort of deal. But I don't know that, like I said, if I'm already using their products, they're going to have to find out another way. Maybe backup products or whatever for whenever, or the flagship stuff, because we never bought any of the flagship stuff. Since it's 10 p.m. here, it's 10 a.m. there, right? Not 11. You're 13 hours difference. It's typically 12, you're right, but it's 13 right now because you're ahead or back or forward or whatever. What is the ministry trying to achieve? 90% of Catholics or Christians. Yeah, it's a Stone Cold always comes with the stone cold questions. There's that 10%, not to mention we're here with the Bible school actually trying to train locals to reach other places. So it's kind of interesting, us being missionaries coming here to train missionaries to go other places. So that's actually, it's a runway ministry is the best way to describe it. We're not here, we are here to find the lost. Then there's that 10% that needs to be found. And 90% of people that are Catholic are, I don't know, Catholics are Christians. But a lot of people that say they're Catholic don't live a very Christian lifestyle. They were born Catholic, so they call themselves Catholic. Because their mom was saved, they think they're saved. And a lot of people actually don't have a personal relationship with Jesus and get into their Bible. And that's what we're trying to help people do. Get a personal relationship with Jesus and get in their Bibles. So, but yeah, it's more of a runway ministry where we're training people to be sent out to other places, not just the Philippines, to the Middle East, to the United States, to Australia, to New Zealand. Because the Philippines is one of the most satellite nations or whatever. Like a lot of the successful people in the Philippines wind up going other places, or go other places to become successful. And they're in hospitality all over the world. And so if we can train Filipinos that go into the hospitality industry to spread the gospel, then we're not just doing ministry here, we're doing ministry worldwide. I had the same Samsung charger for 20 years now, but the cord I had to replace at least once a year. Yeah, the cord, that's what broke, not the charger, the cord broke. Don't crush the eggs. I think we might have already. I totally forgot. They're in there. I don't see any yolks yet. We're gonna go there immediately. We're gonna put the backpack not on my back. That way it maybe has less bouncing. I don't know. Bill, you're a lifesaver. All right, let's get rolling. I think we've consistently had 10 people almost this entire stream. I could be wrong about that. I haven't been watching the entire stream, but there's our workers getting bamboo ready for a house project. I don't get to see them very much anymore. They used to spend every day with me in the garden. And now I'm just solo most days. My dad's been there the last 2 days, but so who's in here other than Bill? I can see you sitting back making scrambled eggs. Yeah, that's probably pretty realistic. Sorry about all the coughing. With this mic, I'm sure it's really loud. But yeah, I definitely could see myself busting all those. Since last September, my dad was able to get budget through the ministry to build houses for widows. I'm still brother. Yeah, so we're building houses for widows. And I guess maybe some of them aren't widows, but just really old people that aren't able to collect the money to get the materials or build it themselves. I'm pretty sure they're all widows, but there might be one in there that's just an elderly man that wasn't able to build a house for himself. But yeah, we try to bless the people who can't do things on their own, which is almost always widows. Yeah, I don't know, I have to ask my dad. I think what happened was there was this one widow, or we call her a widow, but she's not a widow, but her husband has Alzheimer's and spends all day in the house just kind of being paranoid. So she's not a widow per se, but actually, since we built her house, she's actually passed away. So that was really upsetting, or not expected. She was very old, and she had recently had a major surgery where they had to amputate her leg from above the knee. So, but yeah, we thought building her a new house or whatever would help her to get around and things like that. But it didn't help out enough, I guess. But so now that house belongs to someone who's not a widow, it belongs to her daughter at this point, I guess. But yeah, so we're building houses for people who can't build their own houses. And they're not really, they're kubos is what they are. They're just small 10 by 10 or 20 by 20 bamboo shacks with, sometimes they have metal roofs, but sometimes it's just native roofs, depending on what the person prefers. But they cost us about 500 USD to make, I think. So I seen YouTube guy building homes for about anyone that needs or buying clothes or shoes for kids. It's all donated money also. But yeah, we have the ministry money. It helps a lot. And people donate towards certain things sometimes, and they asked if we could house widows with that money. So happy boy, itlog. Merry Christmas. Yeah. They're 40 each. These ones are actually not as good as we normally have.
Young?
No, they're not young, but the sunlight, you need perfect sunlight but the last 2 weeks have been not so sunny. So it's been a tough time to grow lettuce.
Nako. Wait.
Yeah.
Making
You doing another order?
Yeah.
For order or just for your own consumption?
My daughter's birthday. Happy.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy. Yeah. Oh. Bill, are you also from the States? Yeah, Bill's in the Midwest. Or not Midwest, he's in Iowa. I don't know, is Iowa the Midwest? Maybe I don't have change. What's up, Noah? It's good to see you in the live. We have a new video up. Got 23 views. Can't expect them all to get almost 10,000. There's 10, 14, 15. Boy, I only have 15 pesos change. Do you want one more head?
No, don't mind it. Yes. Still up.
Okay, thank you. Sige. Happy birthday, Happy. We'll see you again soon. Just text me or my wife on Facebook and we can
Okay.
come again.
Wife's account?
JN Acosta. I think Happy is probably friends with her.
Okay.
All right. Sige.
Yeah, okay. Sige. See you.
Ingat. Oo. Some people think that that's your house. You wait the house to get over 1,000 views. Yeah, I have faith that it'll do something, but it's just yeah, I'm not expecting it to do as good as the last one. All right. Now we just go and get the wife. Right. I'm moderator on a lot of channels in the Philippines. Yeah, I missed a lot there. Mostly for single women and kids, said Bill. Michael White is rebuilding a school. Yeah, I know Mike. He's pretty nice guy, it seems like. I don't know him well, but just been watching his lives. What's up, Noah? Honestly, didn't realize about the Philippines. Got to do my research. Some people think that it's your house. Yeah, it's not my house. Stone cold. Yeah, I can see how I said our dream house because my wife said if she had the money, we would buy it. White, I'm a moderator. What's good to know, brother? Build honestly, pretty cool, man. How many heads of lettuce did you bring? 26, but Boyd just bought 2. It's Happy's birthday. Boy said maybe he'll invite us later to come and eat. I don't know if we have time for that or not, but I told Happy and Boyd to just message you, JN, because I don't want Happy to be messaging me, and I don't think I'm friends with Boy on Facebook. But yes, now we have 24 heads of lettuce to bring to Aklan. We'll sell it for 900 or something instead of 1,000. What are we doing? Do you need more lettuce than that, JN? We going somewhere else? What are you getting into today? We're about to take some lettuce to Aklan. Got a couple eggs to sell yet, extra large and large from yesterday. But yeah, we're gonna pick up the wife and go to Aklan. And we're back. I just want to give lettuce to Doc Tandas. Okay, we can give her the 4 heads and then just sell 20. And just sell it for 800 or whatever that is. Yeah, I think 20 times 40 is 800. Hi, Jan. Yeah, she probably won't respond, but if she does, you're lucky. I mean, I feel like there should be an exception, Jan, to the rule, but I want to sell 1,000. Okay, then let me turn around real quick and I'll grab some more. I'll make it real quick, babe. You want to sell 1,000? I'll grab some more heads. But yeah, there should be an exception, JN, for Noah. You should be able to say hi to him because he's Nino. Godfathers should be able to be acknowledged whenever they say hi. Plus, I'm not jealous. Pastor Jay and his boy. Honestly, Pastor Jay's boy looks like it could be a clone. Like, he just looks exactly like Pastor Jay. Okay, hi, Noah. Yeah, we're gonna grab these real quick, babe. I'll be real fast. So we'll need to, I'll just grab a whole nother tray where Michael lives totally off the grid. Have him feed you. I lost a lettuce head, or a basket of lettuce. That's the first. Salamat. Yeah, I've never lost lettuce off the back of the trike. Living off the grid would be sweet. I'm not sure what happened to make me lose it. Maybe it wasn't locked in there well enough. Selling lettuce. What else are you getting into today? I don't know yet. I think we're going to try to do a long form video about raising native chickens because lots of people have been asking about that. We didn't cover that in our video. So we'll do maybe a 15-20 minute video about genetics and heritage birds and raising native chickens. I feel like it's probably the least talked about thing about our farming operation that we have. Everybody talks about hydroponic lettuce, everybody talks about egg laying operations and 45-day chickens, but not too many people are talking about raising native chickens on YouTube. What happens if there's a brownout at the unit? Is there a generator? She said, if you're talking about the house that we did a tour at, she said that there's not a generator, but there's like a box that holds power so that you can have lighting and things like that. But there's no generator at the house. But she was trying to explain it to me. There's like this power box or whatever that holds power after the brownout happens. Do y'all grow tomatoes and whatnot? Yeah, we're gonna grow hydroponic tomatoes again soon. We did last year. We're gonna do this real quick, y'all. Grab some lettuce for the wife. You used to be able to do 100 meters in about, I don't know, 25 seconds. Whew. Don't run, said Jan. You thought I was gonna fall. I'm sorry I didn't read your comment, Jan. All right, we'll load up here with another basket. My apartment does not have any generator. Close, we have an electric fan that we can charge that has a light to it that we got for $10 at an Ace Hardware. Sorry, babe, I never would have ran if I would have saw that comment. Not to run. Not trying to make you upset or nothing. Just trying to not be 2 o'clock getting back from cattle cam like last time. All right. You got a basket. Let's get 6 or 8 heads of lettuce. That's a nice one. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of shuffling, actually. We'll get these ones over here that are all leaves touching because they're in a small pipe. Move them over here quick. And as we do that, we'll grab the bigger ones like this, put them in the basket. Take this one, move it over here. Look at that root system. And then find a large one, put it in the basket. Take this one, move it over here. Find a big one, put it in the basket. So there's 4. Take this one from here. 40 degrees in Iowa, 35 to 50 mile an hour winds. Holy cow. You guys are really getting the wind, but at least it's warm finally. Take this one, put it in the basket. So that's 5. Take this one from over here, put it over here. Take this one, put it in the basket. So that's 6. I think we're gonna grab 8. Let me organize these a little better. All right, put 2 more on the top. I wish you could do voice memos in the chat. Oh, like you could leave a voice memo instead of typing? Yeah, that's something. 58 in PA. Yeah, it would be real slick if YouTube had a way to leave a comment voiced. You can do the voice to text. But aside from that, Noah, you need to remind me things like this. We need to put you moderator. There you go. You should be moderator now. Noah's my homeboy from high school, and not only that, he's in almost every live, or was, except for the last couple. That's very interesting. I've got a bird here that I recognize, but she's got 3 brand new chicks, and I didn't even notice she was sitting on eggs. Keep them with you. Don't let me stomp on them. All right, got the lettuce now. JN will be coming now. Hopefully we'll be able to get to Cataclan and sell in time to have an early lunch. Did the power bank come yet, babe? Some of my comments don't show up. Why? Maybe they'll show up now, Wyatt. I don't know. I noticed I didn't switch the settings. There's 2 different settings: all messages and top messages. Maybe if you have it on top messages, it'll delete some of your chats somehow. I don't know. But it's now on all messages. So 59 degrees Fahrenheit here in Florida today. Living in luxury, Jim. YouTube's been a problem the last few days. Yeah, Bill. That's what Wyatt was saying that last night. It crashed on him, or yesterday it crashed on him. It does it to me multiple times a day. It's kind of frustrating, but I mean, you got to think about how many people they're servicing on a moment by moment basis. Like, it's probably pretty close to 1 billion people on a weekly basis or monthly basis. And then probably at any given point, probably have at least 500 million people using the app. So you got to give them a little bit of grace, but at the same time, it is kind of frustrating. They're making all this ad revenue. They should be able to figure out how to manage things a little bit better. I'm over in Tampa, said Catlin. Yeah, so where are we? Northeast Florida. Okay. Hello. He's saying something. I can't hear him. He's shouting it into the wind. FBK. Yeah, he's I think my wife would probably say the same if she would say that word. FBK. All right. Now we're all loaded down. Hopefully we won't lose that basket out the back again. I've probably missed a pile of comments. I'm sorry. What's the temperature here? I don't know, 80. It's a cloudy day, but it's a warm one. Definitely don't need this hoodie, but it helps with my neck. Like I said a couple of different times, I don't want to wind up with skin cancer. There's still a lot of rural areas in Florida. It sure is. Most of Central Florida is rural, although Polk County, I think, is the fastest growing county in the world, or at least the United States, as of 2024. Packed live stream tonight, said Noah. Yeah, it's been pretty nice. No, it says delivery rider has been assigned. Okay. Well, are we still gonna wait there until he comes? That's perfectly fine. The lettuce isn't gonna die in a couple hours. We could just eat lunch at the house. Levi lived not too far from Tampa. Well, yeah. We live equal distance away from all of the major cities. Orlando, Tampa. Hey, there's what looks to be Rhode Island Reds. Interesting. I miss Sebring. Yeah, Sebring is the GOAT. 2.6 billion people using YouTube daily. There's no way 2.7 people are using YouTube daily. I understand that that's the statistic that you read, but we got to account for the fact that there's less than 10 billion people on Earth. You think a quarter of the Earth is using YouTube daily? I guess it's possible, but I feel like that number is probably YouTube came up with it, so they're just stretching the truth a little bit. Because I feel like TikTok has got just about as much viewers as YouTube. Maybe not, but TikTok is really popular, and most people that like TikTok don't like YouTube. Or if you have a bunch of TikTok followers, that doesn't mean that if you also have a YouTube channel, you're gonna have YouTube followers. Typically, they don't go from one platform to another with their subscription. So, it's definitely a completely different animal. But I feel like it's really hard to believe that there's 2.7 billion. But maybe I'm just not very in with it. I'm sure there's 2.7 views, 2.7 billion views. That makes sense. Because you got to assume each person that's watching YouTube watches 20 things a day. But individual users, 2.7 billion would be a lot. I don't know. You guys debate it. What do you guys think? I believe that you read that somewhere, Bill, but I just find it hard to believe. I miss 1980s and early Florida. Yeah, Jim. I wasn't there in the 80s, but I can imagine it was a lot like the Philippines in the 80s. A lot less people, a lot more wild, kind of like the Wild West back then. Hello, have a wonderful day, said Chill Rider, I think. I'm sorry, I'm driving a trike. It bounces, it's hard to read names, especially when they're as long as yours. Wyatt Zapp, I wasn't allowed to be born in the 80s because I would have lived it up. Yeah. Wyatt isn't. You haven't watched TV in 16 years? That's wild. I haven't had a TV for 2 years now, but I have nothing against it. It's just time suck. Yeah, there isn't very many people that watch normal TV anymore. We'll just go and eat. We'll eat here and go. Okay. 10-4, babe. I'll be there in a moment. You haven't turned my TV on since this year. Yeah, that's wild. If I had a TV, I would at least have turned it on. But I don't even have a TV, that's why I don't watch it. Watch too much YouTube anyhow. No, you're wild, but it's true. Yeah, so in the statistics on my YouTube channel, it says how many people watched on phones, how many people watched on tablets, how many people watched on computers, and how many people watched on TV. And it's actually a large part of my viewers watch on TV. I don't know how you would comment on TV, but yeah, most of my viewers are 15 above, so that would make sense to just get the YouTube app on TV and then just somehow, I don't know how you even do it, scroll through YouTube shorts or lives. Like, I understand looking things up on the YouTube TV, but as far as scrolling, I don't know how that would work. Maybe you can. YouTube and Facebook is all I do, says Bill. Enjoy, people. Ride, chill, couple, chill, ride, couple red amigo. Thank you for tuning in. The rice is cooked already. What do we eat? Chokes, or do we need to get something else? I gotta play on my Xbox, but comment using my phone. Okay, so yeah, it'd probably say that you are watching on 2 then, right? You can on the remote and PlayStation controller. Yeah, but imagine that's pretty not as easy as typing on a phone or laptop. We'll eat here before we go. Yeah. What do we eat? Oh, probably bang loose again. I'll just be real with y'all. Me and the wife, this 1,000 pesos is going to be a payday for us. Me and the wife have been eating cheap. So we've been spending at least 200 pesos or 300 pesos on lunch. Most times we go in to sell lettuce. She's really being smart and frugal by deciding that we'll just eat from the house for 150 or whatever it's going to cost us to eat here at the house instead of eating out. Save that money for something else. We got her sister's birthday party coming up, so it'll be good to have a little bit of money saved. Still got 2 trays of eggs to sell. I forgot to tell my wife that. My neighbor's truck is uncovered. Kind of want to fix that, but you know what? I'm going to fix that. Because if it was my truck that was covered, I'd want someone to fix it if they saw it. It's probably not a good idea in general in life to touch other people's possessions, but I'm only just trying to help them take care of it, that's all. Yeah, that's better. That stinking ocean air will kill a brand new vehicle here. Like that motorcycle of ours, 3 years old. Look at how like messed up. The trike is 10 years old, but motorcycle is 3. It's already falling apart. How many units live next to you? Is it just 2? So yeah, it's 2 to the right and then 3 above. There's 6 units here. So they're raking in $60K a month or whatever from the units. Or what would $60K be? $12,000? $1,200? I don't know. Marisol? We just rented from a Marisol back in the day. But you're in PA. Follower from Pennsylvania. That's we are, or I am from Pennsylvania anyway. Now we are here in the Philippines. My identification says 60K American. No, 60K pesos. So it's 50K is exchange rate. So yeah, $1,200, like $1,200 a month is what the landlord gets renting all 6 of these apartments, which is not a lot of money American, but it's apparently enough to make money at it. And I actually think they don't rent the one upstairs because the owner comes and stays here at the place whenever he comes back from Manila. So I think he's only making like 50. But 50K here a month is a lot of money to live off of. We can go to Aklan now if you want, but we can also eat, whatever you want to do. In my bag. I guess I could turn off all my devices and use VPN. Base your numbers. That would help, Jim. Turn off VPN and turn on the VPN and all the devices. Yeah. Sorry about those coughs. But yeah, I think Niels does that. He watches on 2 devices. US tough on the food prices and eating out these days. Yeah. Things are tough with prices in the States. But 10 feet high and 16 feet deep. Ten feet high and 16 feet for what, wide? I'm sorry. I totally missed it. Maybe it's another comment that didn't come through right before that one. How many units? There's the baby. She loves to see herself. It's like you're my mirror.
What if you will just buy for chicken?
Yeah, I can do that. But yeah, thank you, Marisol Roman, for following us. Or subscribing. Following is for other platforms. $1,035 USD. Okay, thank you, Stone Cold. I swear you're you don't have the other bills in here?
Yes.
Okay. You are like the goat for statistics and numbers. Yep. Okay.
How many?
3 pieces of chicken.
Jerome.
4 pieces. 5?
4 long.
4? Okay. So yeah. You want me to just run there?
You want again? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you think? Okay. Well, we're gonna go grab some fried chicken. Y'all can see the local fried chicken stall. Get out of here, dog! My neighbor's dog does not belong in here. Not my neighbor inside the compound. Ooh, need to get in shape, so I got to keep doing these runs, even if they're just small ones. Hello po. Hello. Leg. Can I get 4 pieces? And then how much is the leg?
25.
Can I get 2 leg and 4 of, oh no, this one? Dahil oh, sige. That's one apartment in the United States. Yeah, it is, Noah. If you don't mind me asking, where in Pennsylvania did you used to live? Martinsburg, Pennsylvania, near Altoona. My friend Noah that's in the chat right above you, he's in Pennsylvania, still in that same area. And so is Wyatt Zapp. They're Pennsylvanians. They fence and gate, brother. Oh, yeah. We need defense and gate. She's always so calm. Every time I see her, she's quiet and sweet. Talking about the baby, I'm on all the messages and still don't see them all. Noah, you gotta meet my nephew. He likes lives, babies, and calms candy collected. She's so cute. Next month, our first grandson arrives. That's awesome, Jim. Is your grandson gonna be in Florida? And then Stone Cold's buffering. I'm not sure what. Maybe we lost connection. Congrats, Jim, said Tom. Stone Cold said back now. When did Mike, said Noah. We've had it for weeks. Never worked with my friend until this morning. I don't know what the magic was. When I turned on this live, it started to work. I meant cool, calm, and collected. I was wondering what you're talking about, candy. Thanks, Tom. Central Pennsylvania, me and Wyatt. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. We're here at the Yes and Pod fried chicken. Chicken for a small price. About as much as a whole fried chicken, and we got 4 pieces, or a whole chicken's price, $2.10, and got 4 pieces of chicken and 2 leg. Leg is the neck. I love those. My wife's probably gonna be upset that I sprung for 2 pieces of that when she said just get 4 pieces of chicken, but I mean, we're talking about an extra $1 for the best part. The necks are so good because they have all the skin and yeah, all the skin and have a little bit of meat, but just a lot of flavor. Okay, cool. I am in Allentown. Yeah, my dad used to do a lot of business in Allentown. What's your monthly budget on average? Mine? So we got $9K for rent. It's always about $5K for electricity because of the air con and because of the refrigerator. So that's getting us pretty close to 15. And then the water is about 200 to 300. So we're about 15 for housing. And then the rest of the money of our budget, it's hard to say. We're definitely less than 5,000 in food, water, like fresh water for drinking, and clothes and things like that. So yeah, I'd say it's easily doable for 20K a month. My wife, she makes 15 doing her part-time work, and then which is more than most people make full-time work. But being a degree holder helps. And then for me, I make a little bit of money in the ministry, not much, not anything like it would be if I worked in the States. I used to live in Nazareth. Do you know where that is? Yeah, Nazareth. There's Nazareth and Bethlehem in Pennsylvania. Isn't that wild? But yeah, I haven't been to either of them since I was a kid, but yeah, I know the band said why. I'm referring to oh, Noah used to live in Nazareth. Okay. Yes, Florida. Yeah, Florida, but great grandson. I have 7 great grandkids. Okay. It's great grandson. Oh, okay. I missed that. 7 grandkids. That's good. Faster, said JN. We're here. Gutom mi mao? Ta, kaon na. Inside? I'm walking. I never stopped. I ran there. Run. She thinks I'm in shape or something. Must definitely need to go off the grid, said Bill. Yeah. Being that we spend $5K in electricity, if we could get rid of that, we'd be saving an extra $5K a month. Okay, come out here. What are you doing? You need me to hold the baby?
Yeah.
You want to eat in there?
Yeah,
Okay. Bye, y'all. We'll tune back in here in a moment. Nice. True fans. Yes, I drive there for Potts hot dogs. They make them good at the location, Noah. Run, Levi. See, Noah's in your side always, JN.
maybe not. Maybe it's you and feeling. Alright. Complaining.
Chill Ride Couple Red Amigo says, hello, everyone. More blessings to come. Thanks. Where are you watching from? Chill Ride Couple Red Amigo. I feel like that's what's it called whenever you use the acronyms for words or whatever? Charlie, Seda, like that.
I mean, believe
Like his name is CRCRA.
You're just playing. You're just looking at me. I know. You're just playing. You
So
just
they
want
always-
to hold.
With fried chicken, have these little gravy packs.
Yeah? Are you?
Or something interesting the Philippines has
Are
that I
you
feel like
helping me? Are you just
isn't
teasing
any
me?
other
Oh
place.
my goodness. Yeah, you're just teasing me.
What does it mean, no spring chicken?
Oh.
No spring chicken means you're old. Who said that to you? Security malware. That's an interesting YouTube name. Do you do videos on security malware? Not young, yeah. No spring chicken means that you're not young or that you're old. This is the neck piece. Something you don't get most places in the world. They make this into chicken nuggets or whatever. And this one could have been cooked a little bit longer. It's fine. I probably won't die. Send me some. Would you eat chicken neck, Noah? It's definitely a...
They don't know that neck of the chicken should be cooked longer.
Yeah. Well, he had just gotten these out. That's why I decided I was getting them.
Oh, you know. You're just playing with me, girl. Yeah, you're talking lang.
The highest tax in Croc's government. I'm not sure what you're talking about, security malware. Bro, we eat fried chicken at the trailer. I don't know if you remember that, LOL. Yeah, but we didn't eat any chicken necks, did we? Have you ever had that Potts hot dogs, Noah? I never heard of it. What, 18 likes and 5 people watching?
No.
I know it's a lot.
Where is
Any of those.
Kanon. Bulo na plato. O di ba kami ganit sulod.
Do you want sriracha? I'll get it. Well, yeah, this wind cover, did you use it? It makes everything really good. Which actually sounds pretty bad without it. No chicken necks. But yes, literally grew up right next to that no joke 10 seconds walk. See, that's how you got so tall, Noah? Eating Potts hot dogs. 35 views on the house. It's going viral. Honestly, 35 views is a lot more than what I was getting on the videos before the last one. My mom is obsessed with Potts hot dogs. This hot sauce here. They're the ones I should reach out for a sponsorship because they don't even have their name on the bottle. So surely they're going to want to pay me money. They can't even afford to put their name on the bottle. They'll pay me money to rep them. It's made by Box and Tray Giraffe Incorporated or something like that. Wild name for a hot dog or a hot sauce company. If you ever get the bad books, wifey, how do you get out of it? Bad books? Like in the doghouse, you mean? Like get in trouble with the wife? Typically, just wait for her to forgive me. Because I try to do other things, but typically it doesn't. Typically, what I try to do doesn't help Jan. Maybe cuddle. Whenever you're mad at me, what do I do to make it better? Sit stone cold.
Thinking I'll do what I don't like.
Yeah. In general, she's a pretty easygoing wife. You just got to do the way things the way she likes.
Especially not honest. That's what I hate.
Yeah. If I'm dishonest with her for just a moment, kind of ruins like 2 days of our relationship, marriage. If I'm dishonest, the sorry does not fix the problem. Don't get Jan started, said Noah. Yeah, she's if you open a wound, she remembers all the hurt. Ronaldo, what are you guys eating? Yeah, we're eating fried chicken. I'm eating leg or neck.
Can you put some rice?
Yep.
I just want to eat it right so that had time to cold. It's wrong. Just rice is that in
Yeah, it's not Mindoro, I thought. What's the name? Hey, baby. So when I eat, does the mic sound like mukbang? Is it that loud?
It should be like this. Hey, I made you something. Especially.
Yeah, is it really loud in the mic? Are you guys going somewhere or no? Yeah, we will be going to Cataclan after this. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. She loves to see her reflection most of the time. She's kind of looks like she's reading the comments right now.
You know. Can you smile?
She was just smiling. That's why I was trying to show you all.
Maybe she don't want to smile now.
Ajiga. Nope.
Mama, mama.
There's half a smile. She definitely likes being on the shoulder more than in the lap. You're trying to read the comments. My hand's covering it. Levi, your daughter is so well behaved. Seriously. Well, yeah. 80% of the time she's really well behaved, and then 20% of the time there's like nothing you can do to make her happy.
But I can.
Yeah, Noah is right. Yeah, she is well behaved right now, especially. She's full, Jan said. Now, so if we wait till the power bank gets here, we can do a live all day long. But I have a feeling my phone will die before the power bank gets here. We're at 26 now. It's typically about 1% per minute when we're doing live.
Why you gonna put
The charger? Could you get a tornado from your second child? Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. What child number 2 looks like. I think child number 2 might be on the way. Jan was thrown up yesterday morning. And that was basically the start of this baby, was just Jan throwing up 90 days straight. Yeah, you remember that? You didn't like any of the food Mom ate, did you? You made her throw up every time. When you're just, no. Just a little dot in her tummy. Yeah. She's smiling now again. It's wild. We got 8 people in. That's more than what we have like at the max on other videos or lives. Are you going to eat Jollibees? Or are you guys eating Jollibees? Or you guys cooked it? Wow. I'm really good at cooking fried chicken, but we didn't have any chicken here. This is Ampod from down the road. Just a small local business.
But Jollibee's yummy.
Yeah. Jollibee is probably the best fried chicken around. Although, my fried chicken can be better than Jollibee's if I do it right. I typically am doing just wings and breast meat, though. I don't typically do like Jollibee does.
But you're not eating this one.
I will. I was waiting to see that you will eat one more, because I know you will. You need to at least eat one bite of those other pieces. We just got home from school. Nice. Isn't it a little late though, Ronaldo? How are you going to get back before 1 o'clock if we just got back? Here. Take a bite. Are you far from your school, Ronaldo?
I need to get out to working my hand.
Do you walk from school or do you take a trike, Ronaldo? Where does your parents have a car? I think you're the one that said, you're an American and you don't have a car? It might not have been you, but I thought that was you. And I keep calling you Ronaldo, but your name is Rainer, right? Because your dad's Ronaldo and you're Rainer, right? Here, tell Jeremy to take this one.
Ay, no. Ginataw sa imo. He said this is his boy. He tried to cook in the office.
I would be too. He basically had the CR all to himself here.
Yeah.
But in an office, I'm sure there's probably 20 other people that, especially most people, Rainer J. I'm sorry, it's Rainer J. But yeah, if I know anything about people that work in office buildings or people that work in the food industry, they spend all their time in the bathroom whenever they're supposed to be working.
And especially,
Jolly Bean?
they were just saying, oh, stinky, who went here first? Chica. La 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 la. La 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 la. Talk to mama. You want to talk to mama? Do you want to talk to mama? Do you want to talk to mama? Yeah?
So who's still here? Ronaldo and Noah. But Stone Cold, I imagine you're still watching.
Hello.
Has anyone got any idea what security
Want to talk to
malware
mama?
was talking about when he said with the highest tax crooks government? It kind of threw me off. I was like, what is he talking about?
You will wait for your power bank.
I don't know. We'll take a rest before we go into town.
Like maybe 12:30. We will wait till 12:30. Maybe, I don't know.
You haven't gotten a text saying,
Parcel out to delivery.
see Jim?
It
A
says
text?
no. Earlier it was a notification. It says parcel out for delivery.
Yeah, but when you get a text from the driver, then you can call him and you can meet him any place along the way.
The driver of mine is just the same. Whoa, you're so good. She drank all of that milk, the one that in the ref, and I found the lid. Did you see?
Where was it? In the ref?
No, it was just outside.
Well, that explains why I couldn't find it in here.
Yeah.
So your power bank is coming today. Also, what's your daughter's name again? I forgot.
Zariah.
Irene. Like Mariah. No idea what he's talking about. Yeah. I kind of was like, if he continues to talk about weird things that I have no idea about, we might just have to. I don't know. I like new people coming in. I love it actually. But when people start talking about sus things like high taxes and government and corruption or whatever, whenever they just came in talking mumbo jumbo, it's like, that's not what we're about here.
They can talk. What is the size of jumbo egg like that?
Hello, Niels. I'm eating mashed taters while you eating. Yeah. I could go for some mashed taters. They don't do that with
I
potatoes
give
here.
a cannibal like this. So.
Very good. I told you to give some of them away. We had a lot. How many did you give her? 5?
And he told me, why am I like, or they told me like, why am I is not in the church? There's no problem about them and all.
That's your sister? Needs help?
There's no problem about them both. Like it's just the one young people, and am I just shy to come back there because they went to like Atina like that and dance and drink like that. That's why he's shy to go back there. That's the reason. That's the reason. And then Janabel told
Drinking is definitely not something you want to promote.
but dancing dancing is bad, right? Like in Atina, because your thing that about saying.
I don't know. It's not a sin that can't be forgiven. It's
Yeah, but then Janabel told him that that's why he will go home because he's shy. And And now he been there now in the church. And Auntie Annabelle said that don't be shy because just go back, come back here like that. So.
Yeah. Don't lose your faith over a silly dance.
Oh.
But yeah, the power bank is supposed to be coming today, Noah. They said that it's out for delivery finally. Like 12 days after it actually arrived in our county or town or whatever.
It's almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah, almost 14 days. But yeah, I'd go for some mashed potatoes. All we have here is like French fries and things like that.
Oh.
I mean, obviously you can just buy potatoes and mash them yourself, but we don't have a great source of cream and butter. Although my mom has found a couple different places to get butter that's nice. Oh man, this mic's dead too now.
Maybe. You have other mic on?
Nope. The other mic is already dead also.
Can you get first the magnet before that? Because magnet is very small.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah? It needs charge now.
Here. Get it out of my bag. Can y'all hear me now? Where our mics have pretty good battery life, but not infinite. So they're dead already. But I'll grab the charger. Yes, we haven't even broke the seal on the magnets yet. It's up. Completely brand new. You made me bust out the chicken cordon bleu. Man, that sounds really good.
That one. Your phone.
You know what cordon bleu is, Jan?
Gordon Blue.
Cordon.
No.
Chicken cordon bleu. It's ham, chicken, sandwich. So you can charge these individually, Jan? There? Or you just pull off
Yeah,
here,
just put there. Yeah.
then
And
it
also
will
this
charge
one.
as a pair?
Yeah, this one too, I think. That put them there too.
This doesn't charge anything, but yeah.
But just
it in
put there. Just the same. No, it's not new now.
Nope, it's not. They've been completely used.
I hope that you never let this one on. Why it cannot be enough?
The front?
This one, yeah. Why you took this
Okay,
one?
I'll put them back on.
Because it can be a shield for them.
Okay, well, who said what?
Yes, you can. Yes, can hear you. Your guys done eating? Yes. God bless. Any beef cows there, man, Wyatt?
Not really. Any nice ones. We don't have like, what are they called? Museum,
Here, the cows is like
yeah.
thrice as the cows in States, right?
It takes 3 cows to make one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 1 cow in the Philippines, 3 cows in the States, right?
No.
Oh no, I mean 3,000 from the Philippines in 1
Yeah,
cow
as far as
in the States, yeah. From the waist. Yeah.
So I'm really confused. I guess this will go down in the percent in the box.
I don't know. Is the box will charge?
Yeah, the box has a battery in it.
Oh.
But we're going to put the box with the charger. As you can see, it's already going down very fast. JN, 90, watch it go, 89. So it's just enough. If you needed just a little bit more charge. Alright.
Levi,
Beef cows,
can
forgot.
I? Wyatt said, I don't want battery homestyle much.
Oh my gosh, can I just read it? I don't even know what you're saying.
I don't want battery. I don't want.
Idahoan. Buttery home-style mashed potatoes are so good. Yeah, so that's like a pre-made.
Yeah, it's already texting me.
That's good. Maybe the power bank will be here real soon. So you're talking about,
I will just wait for a call.
are we going back to the U.S.? Are you living in the Philippines forever? We'll be in the States for a little bit, but we're definitely coming back here, Ronaldo. But yeah, is Idwin buttery home style mashed potatoes? That's a pre-made package. Just add water, boiling water. Can I just go? I will eat and come back. Yeah, Ronaldo. Thanks for asking. You don't have to ask for permission to go, but thank you. We'll see you in a minute.
It should be asked like you should ask permission always. But
Okay.
you're not like that. Give it to me.
Or ask why a question.
What question? You will
If
answer
it's
out
enough.
already.
Pre-made pack.
She pooped.
Just now?
Yeah, just now I'm waiting.
Show this. That's the tail, the butt and tail of the chicken.
This is the butt of the chicken. This one. This one. Right, Levi?
Yeah.
This one.
I feel like that gets torn out whenever you're eating chickens in the States too.
Yeah,
The neck
that is
or
the butt. Here in the Philippines, no ways.
Yeah.
Even the head, the feet, what else? The liver, the intestine, even blood, but I'm not eating the blood. Wyatt said, she's so precious. Congratulations, guys. Love y'all.
Thank you. Why?
Well, Levi excited to have a baby. Like, he's very fast. Coming here in the Philippines, like, what?
24?
Yeah, year 2024, and he just came here for agricultural things and help his father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then,
As Mel would say,
and then,
I started my own breeding program
what?
because I'm breeding you.
Yeah. And then my house is near the garden, right?
Yeah.
And we already have relationships since I was 16 and you're 18. Or maybe 15 and you're 17. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, I even think.
Yeah.
Because I was 17 when I went to
The States. Yeah. So we started dating like very young
last
age.
communication was my 18th birthday.
Yeah. Your 18th birthday. And when he came back here and we, got back together. He just won and he already proposed like a month, right, Levi? And we get married, and after that, this very fast and have a baby. He wants to have a baby. That is his bucket list, to get married, to have baby, because he thinks, what if Jesus will come tomorrow and he will die, or we will die? Okay. Noah said, if she has Levi's personality, Gian, you are in trouble. No, Levi is in trouble. I will change
It's
her
coming
this
out.
time. Yeah. I'm sorry, Levi. I never see this.
It's fine.
Then give me this one here. It's also coming out here. Can you just give me
Plastic. Okay, give me a second. I'll grab you a bigger one. We have an explosion. She might not have my attitude now, but she definitely has my bowels. How big of a plastic do you want? No, Levi is in trouble. That's a good response.
Come here now.
She wants to be back on the camera. She's a superstar. Well, once she gets changed, we don't need to be flagged for
Oh, you
naked babies. Here, come in here.
She's crying every time she changes. Wait long. For sure, it's very, I don't know how big mess inside.
Yeah. If it's coming out, it's always a big mess inside. Got poop all over her blanket. Should I come to the Philippines? Yeah, man. Let's make it like the Florida trip. Just say one day you're coming and then hop on the plane the next day. No. I'd say take some time to prepare, but you definitely ought to come and visit. I thought there was more than one poop spot on here, but now I'm only seeing 2. Here it is. Alright. Let's see if we can't get these cleaned up without it spreading too much. Yeah, well, we'll put you to work. Come here and we'll. Then when you're not working, you can just chill on the beach. Be like a king. Kids are great, Jim said, but I don't miss diapers. Amen, Jim. Don't make me get my passport. There's 2 different places, at least in the States, where you can go and get your passport in a single day. One of them is Miami, so you just get on a plane, go to Miami. You shouldn't need a passport, just an ID to go to Miami. And then go into the passport office and get yourself a passport in a single day. As long as you don't got a record, it shouldn't be a problem. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I had a standing record or whatever. I got my last passport, but it was just a renewal and not a signing up for one, so maybe that makes a difference. LOL, you'll have to, but maybe we'll smuggle you in. I mean, they're on the down low. Yeah, it would be real. There's got to be some sort of cruise that you can go on that you don't need a passport. You just hop off the boat. Just sign up to be a diesel technician or whatever, Wyatt, on some cruise, and just hop off the boat when you get to Manila. I'm trying to think of ways to smuggle Wyatt into the Philippines. And from what I understand, when the Philippines wants to kick you out, they pay for your ticket to send you home. So you just come here on a boat. Whenever they go to kick you out, you just get a free ride home. That's the way I understand it. I could be wrong. Maybe you do have to figure out a way to pay for it. But
There's no boat coming here.
no boat coming here?
For I know.
There's a cruise ship here
For
once a
here?
week.
It needs a passport. Do you know that?
I don't know. Maybe
It is.
even for workers?
Workers of what?
The cruise ship that aren't going to be coming off.
Yeah, they
Okay.
need faster.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. I won't come back, said Wyatt. Levi, while I'd eaten after cleaning up the poopy blanket. Yeah, I guess I probably should have thought about that. It's alright. The poop is just milk that's a day old, been through my baby's digestive system. Like, how bad could it be? I didn't wash my hands after cleaning up poop, said Noah.
Did you tell them how we wash our butt here?
You do, you mean? Yeah, she just uses her hand. They don't. All the Filipinos use hand. She said, I don't think that's true. Because why would they sell toilet paper here? Just for foreigners?
Yeah. Or for what? For the face? For what's that? Baby girl. Are you complaining?
Living on the beach is great, guys. Absolutely fantastic. But you're always going to have sand in your bed. Even if you have concrete floors. How did you end up in Cataclan? Is that where your dad decided to do missionary work? No, it was Baraka where my dad decided to do missionary work. We built a school there. And then after building the school there, we found the indigenous tribe, the Ati, were in need of a school as well. So we built them a school. And then after we built them a school, we planted a garden. And then after planting a garden, we saw that they needed help with medical. So we started helping with medical needs. And then after the medical needs, we eventually got to the point where we built a college here, that small Bible college that my wife goes to. True, it's fine. I don't judge Jan. But yeah, they use soap and water or whatever to wash their butts here. I use toilet paper still. I mean, I have in a pinch just used my hand or whatever and then washed it afterwards, but it's not what I like to do. It's not my idea of a fun time. So you're telling me when your dad retires, we all go to the Philippines? You mean because he won't be here? I'm not sure that he's ever going to leave here permanently, but in his place, he doesn't own. So far, none of us Russells own any land here. My brother John's been trying. My dad, yeah. You should just hop on, tell your dad to sell the property if he's willing to do so. Although I would say maybe just try to hold on to your property. Just maybe take out another mortgage on it and use that mortgage money to buy a house here. Because I imagine you'd still want to have some place to go back to. And your property is like one of a kind. You're not going to find anything like your property ever again, anywhere in the world. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's a very unique position that you guys have. I would definitely hold on to that if he has it all paid off and stuff like that. Like, I'd say that, I don't know, you'd probably be hard pressed to find someone that thinks so. But I'd say your guys' property is worth $1 million. Tell Jan, hook me up with a wife over there if she has any friends. Oh, I'm sure. Let's go inquire. Noah said, do you have any friends that are looking for a tall, handsome American husband?
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen Noah until now? Give me your phone.
No, I don't want to stuff guys.
Okay. He's very tall. What do you weigh, Noah? Like
how old
maybe
is he?
160?
That's the question.
How old?
Yeah.
You're
I think
29 now, Noah?
Almost 30, I think.
Aren't there some single ladies in the Bible? In the Bible school? No. Well, yes, there is one single lady in the Bible school.
Well, it's young.
Yeah, but she's 18 this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
18.
I know. I have a
160
classmate.
and 28 years old. He's only 28.
Wow. I have a classmate. Yeah.
Which one?
Maybe Rachel.
Rachel?
Because Daniel's at one time wants a boyfriend, but then now he found one already from a Kiki. So.
I'm 6 foot and ugly. Anyone over there like that?
6 foot?
No, Wyatt said he's 6 foot and ugly. I don't know if...
6 foot? That is very tall. For
Not
me.
really. It's 2 inches taller than me. Noah's like 6'2". You're not ugly, Wyatt. You just need to clean up sometimes. That's all.
Well, clean up like your beard, like you.
Well, I don't think he's shaved it since then, but he used to have a mullet, like really long hair, like me, like I had when.
Oh, you should just cut it because Levi had long hair in the past, right?
Yeah, and
And then
Jane
he just
hated
got
it. Yeah.
It's very long. You're a guy, and guys should not have long hair.
I bet you know it, or Wyatt's cut his since then. 6'3", said Noah. 6'3", 160 pounds. So he's very thin. He's like built like less than Papa. I think. Papa's probably what?
5. I'm taller than Papa.
No, weight is like 50.
50.
Yeah. So he's a little bit skinnier than Papa, but much taller. I miss the mullet. Yeah, he did cut the hair. But yeah, we can.
I have some friends for girls.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll ask Jan if we can if we can share a picture of her single friends. That way you guys know what you're getting into before we show you to them. But we'll do that after the live. I'll send you guys on Facebook.
Oh my god, you just selling your friends and I'm selling my friends.
Not selling. What do you mean? Matchmaking. Some people do this for a living. Hey, I'm back, said Ronaldo. But yeah, there's plenty of single girls over here, and a lot of them aren't interested in American men because most of their concept when they think about American men is that they would marry an old man who had lots of money so whenever the old man dies in 20 years, they'll retire.
All the people here think that American man is very rich.
Yeah.
Even you're very rich, right? Like, they will just say that, oh.
But that's the mindset whenever people think marry an American is marry someone who's like 60 years old and has a retirement pension fund or whatever.
But not all Filipinos, but some.
But when you find women and say, are you interested in marrying an American? That's what they think because that's what most Filipinos that marry Americans are doing, are marrying old Americans that have money. But it's completely different with Jan and I's relationship, and there's plenty of girls that I think would be that aren't thinking about young Americans that are just starting out that they could fall in love with. Matchmaking can be dangerous. You're very right, Jim. Jim is our Florida retiree. Or are you retired, Jim? I imagine so. He's doing. He helps take people to hospital, things like that, and he also works in a food bank like Dad used to in Florida.
Oh.
So he's a lot like Dad. And he's a welder. He knows how to weld.
Is your friend like American people there?
My friends, Noah and Wyatt have had a lot of bad experiences with girls. Do they have ladyboys over there like Levi? I feel like I might not know what you're talking about. Mulan, you mean? Like the Disney? But they do have a lot of guys that are pretending to be girls, if that's what you're asking, like gay guys that dress up as girls. I have plenty of those here.
I will just call this, I know, your Shopee.
Thank you. Are you starting Cataclan Tinder? Not really. Just got a couple of homeboys from high school that apparently think that my life is wild enough that they want to be similar.
Hello, sir. May G and Russell nga parcel, sir. Sige po. Mapunta na sa Edlin Place po. Sa Edlin Place kami kaya, sir. Anong oras ko gaag to, sir? Sige po. Paano bi kami sa Katiklan? Din ka kaya, sir?
Tell him we can meet him wherever he is.
Sige, sir. Thank you. He said he was there from the garage at Pastor Jay's place.
Okay, we can go
Oh
there.
my gosh, really.
Okay, we can just wait too. If he's that close, we probably ought to just wait. I don't know. Alright, so where did we leave off? We're starting Cataclan Tinder now. Just have some high school friends that are looking for Filipino wives, apparently, or just curious about what it's like to be married to a Filipino. Wyatt and Noah were the ones that were asking. But J-Boy was asking for starting Tinder. Why, J-Boy? You interested in swiping right? Said Stone Cold. J-Boy, LOL, Stone Cold, maybe. Jim said, I retired in 2005. Been running the food ministry since 2006. So you're like the CEO, founder of the food ministry? That's awesome. If that's the case, and even if you're not, it's still amazing work to be helping people to eat. So you're reaching out to like Walmart and Costco and big box stores and getting their out-of-date foods, or is there a third-party company that gets those foods and just ships them to your ministry? How does that work? Do you have any single atties for J-Boy? J-Boy is 40, so, but J-Boy is also from Pampanga in Australia now. Sydney, I think. I don't know, J-Boy. Definitely plenty of single ladies here. But Stone Cold was the one that was asking for J-Boy. Is that power bank call? Yeah. He's less than a kilometer away from us, but it might be a while. Happy birthday, Rainer. What? When did Rainer say it's his birthday? It was my birthday yesterday? I'm sorry, man. I missed that. Happy birthday, Rainer. Happy belated birthday. Totally missed that comment, Rainer. Sorry. I'm just saying I'd like to relocate, probably go to Alaska, said Wyatt. So it's rather chilly Alaska wilderness or jungle Philippines really hot for Wyatt. He's not sure what he wants to do. Have you a good memory, bro? You have a good memory? Me? I have a good memory? No, J-Boy, you're just like my number one fan. Or not fan, but like... Alaska's too cold. Yeah, I have a horrible memory. I've just been like trying to make sure I know the information about the people that are in my lives all the time. Sorry if it feels like I knew too much. I'm eating cake from yesterday because it was my birthday. Thanks for your comment again, Rainer. Happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Rainer. What kind of cake is it? Is it chocolate or vanilla?
Huh? Different sauce? You have different sauce?
3?
I think it has to. Huh?
Just 3 pesos?
Maybe.
You sure that's all you need? Here, here's 50. Oh,
50?
50?
Tulog ang tulog rin.
Jan's brother's been staying with us. He's doing what they call immersion at the Capitol. He's doing coding each and every day. It's part of his high school. He needs to do it to graduate high school. Retail and distribution surplus provides most of the food. So they're reaching out to you. That's good to hear, Jim. You don't have to track them down or whatever. Yeah, Alaska is too cold. Yeah, said Rainer. Surf or sky? Yeah, or ski. Surf or ski. Yeah, it's rather... There's not much surfing in this part of Philippines, but that is a good way to put it. Why it's rather going to be surfing or skiing. And I don't think he's going to be skiing either. It's okay, thanks. White said it's cold. I like cold and I like deer. Rainer said, what's the best, USA or the Philippines? I like the Philippines a lot, but the United States has got its benefits too. I'm going to retire here in the Philippines, I think, but we're going to spend some time in the States because there's a lot of opportunities there. Vanilla cake, that's yummy. Do you have Goldilocks where you're at, or it was homemade? Fair enough, Wyatt. Better start liking bears too. There's plenty of bears in Alaska. I'd like to run ice roads a year or two, then build a cabin, live off the land. Yeah, like ice road truckers. That'd be pretty cool. That was a good show. What does Jan think about the missing finger?
Nothing?
Nothing? Yeah. It's not there. What is there to think about it? It's Yeah, I feel like it's easy for people to think like that looks or birth defects or weird things about them matter to people that will love them. But personality defects is what matters to people that love you. Right, Jan? You would love me if I even looked ugly. It's about my personality, right?
Yeah. Because you like Dad.
Dad?
As long as he will not lie, because if he will lie, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I did lie once or twice this week. She's been upset about that. I'm eating vanilla, said Rainer. Absolutely, it's personality. Damn. That's what you said, LOL. Wow. What happened to the finger? Well, I always like to make up stories, but it was a bandsaw. Yeah, I worked at a butcher shop, and I was cutting bones, and I'm just messing around. But yeah, like, for sure, that, like, people get insecure about differences if they look different or whatever, but it doesn't matter what you look like for the most part. It's all about the personality. When you find the right person, they're going to find you beautiful for your personality, not for the way you look. Even though my wife is beautiful, I married her because she's sassy.
I'm sassy.
Sassy the Sasquatch. And because she's tall. No, I'm joking. Because you're tall. She's not tall, but she's tall for the Philippines. If I would look ugly, are you saying you're good looking? Yeah, I guess. I do. People tell me I'm good looking. I don't typically think so.
Like who?
Like you?
You said people, so it should be more than one.
Bandsaw, ouch, said Jim.
Ah!
My mother told me I'm good looking. It's not a lie. She did. I got a face only a mother could love, as they would say. Bro, Sassy the Sasquatch, dude, that was a crazy Big List show. Big Less show. I feel like any Australian should be watching Sassy the Sasquatch. I watched that stinking show probably multiple times. Couldn't they sew it back on? Oh, they could have. Yeah. They told me that it was going to stay straight. So, right here, past my knuckle, there's a scar on this other hand. Probably can't see it very well, but there's a very small scar there. That's where it got cut. So it was past the knuckle. So if they sewed it back on, I wouldn't have the ability to bend this knuckle because of the way they would sew it back on. So it would have been permanently straight. And they said that it would get in the way and just make things hard. Later on, I found out that I wouldn't have gotten any financial benefits if they would have sewed it back on, because I wouldn't have had the loss of a digit. But because they took off down past that knuckle or whatever, I got a year's salary of benefits or whatever for a loss of a digit. So I'm thankful that they didn't decide to sew it back on just for it to be on there straight and looking like crap. Absolutely teaches us about shit. Yeah, you can learn a lot from that. Sassy the Sasquatch, man, about the human experience and everything. But yeah, they could have put it back on Stone Cold, but I'm glad they didn't. I should have been making a lot more money at that time, but I got $26,000 US in benefits or whatever from losing a finger for it. So, which was helpful because it helped give me a kickstart in life. But I wound up basically blowing through it in under a year, which is, I mean, how long is 1 year's salary supposed to last? More than a year? It should have. If I was wise with it, I could have made it last a lifetime, or invested in something that would have made it grow. But instead, I kind of just blew it. How much you get? You get about 20K workers' compensation for that in Australia. It happened at work. Yeah, it was 26,000 USD. So if I would have brought it here, it would have been over 1 million pesos, which would have been enough to build a reasonably small house on land that I purchased for also in that million. Levi, are you using hair products? Is your hair naturally like that? Yeah, it's just natural. I mean, it's doctored. Like, I've done this probably 100 million times like that, but it just does that naturally. It's like a force in there. People that cut my hair absolutely despise cutting my hair. It's way too thick. They say every time someone cuts it, they go through and thin it out, and it just comes back thicker every time. It's hard to save money when you're young. Yeah, especially because all you can think about is all the things that you don't have that you want to have. So I got $26,000 for the accident or whatever. I spent $6,000 on a hot car, Dodge Charger with 365 horsepower. So that wasn't the majority of it, but that was the first thing I went out and did with it. I didn't spend any of it until I bought that car. And then after I bought the car, it kind of started the spiral of spending money. Didn't really invest anything into the car after the $6,000. Could have spent the remainder of the $20K on getting the car looking like some sort of rich boy toy or whatever, but I just kept it basic with good, bro. You won't ever go bald. See Lane these days. He's got a year till he's bald. Well, I might go bald yet. My dad's got horrible hair, so it's in my genes. Get a buzz cut. You won't be sorry. I don't know. I've had lots of buzz cuts in my day, and I definitely prefer it to stand up. Noah, stop. Yeah, Lane is in a sad situation. He don't have long. He's got to enjoy every last hair while he still has it. But if I got $1 million, I have it spent in 25 days. But yeah, so I bought the car for $6K and then went on a trip to California. And until I came back, I probably had $4,000 or $5,000 coming back from California, and then slowly spent through that. But I used to make quite a bit of money. When I worked at the butcher shop, and I had a side gig, I was making probably $2,000 a month or something like that, $3,000 a month. Dodge Charger. Yeah, I missed that car. That's Stone Cold asked, "Do I miss driving?" And I said, "I do miss driving that car."
Is she okay?
All black. Yeah, that sucker was. And it wasn't anything real nice. It was just kind of a base model. And it was already falling apart because it was a 2006 that I bought in 2020 or whatever. It was 2019, 2018, something like that. I remember them days. But yeah, I wound up selling it. Almost wrecked it a couple times and decided that it was probably time to about sell it, so I did. But I got 4 back out of it, so I only lost 2 for the experience of having it. The old saying is your hair and balding is based on your mom's side of the family. Okay. I don't know. I feel like my pap has good hair. And, I mean, his son doesn't, but his son's also been through a lot of stressful things. But I guess it wouldn't matter what my pap's hair was like because my mom got her hair from her mother, I guess. So it'd matter what my mother's brothers look like. Which I can't recall if they've got full heads of hair or not. It's crazy you guys getting paid monthly. We usually get paid weekly or fortnightly. Yeah, I get paid once a month here. So did you mean in the States? In the States we got paid bi-weekly. But here in the Philippines I get paid monthly. And it's not like, by no means am I getting rich. I make less here in the Philippines in a month than I could have made on a good day in the States. I used to drive car parts around. That used to be my favorite job that had to do with driving. I had a brand new Dodge Cummins 3500, like the biggest one they make was a rollback or whatever. We'll load that sucker down with the parts, used car parts or whatever. Run it all around Florida. The best job in my life. Hey, Rainer's back. Aren't you supposed to be in school? I guess you probably got 12 more minutes till you gotta be in class, so maybe you must be close to school. Oh man, the phone is dying. This was plugged in, but it wasn't charging.
You're so good.
It's a power bank. I am bad. Bad to the bone. Still got all my hair mostly original color too. A bit blonde and white now in it now. Oh, we don't have class for the afternoon. Okay. Alright, Rainers. That's good for you, Rainer. Well, the wife's going to take a nap, so I'm going to join her. Thank you all for tuning in. We almost got to 4 hours here before we shut down, but the phone's got to charge, and I got to recharge as well. So, good night, y'all. Or, God bless. See you all soon in the next live. Jim, Ronaldo, J-Boy, Wyatt, Noah, Tom. Oh my goodness. Who else? Rainer. Stone Cold, yeah. Can't forget about Stone Cold. Thank you all so much. Yeah, Bill was in earlier. Niels was in for a minute. Security Malware, thanks for popping in for a second. Chill Ride, thanks for coming in. Jayanne, my wife, thank you for your comments.
Because I
Jim,
can call you.
did we say Jim? Thank you so much. Marisol from PA, thanks for tuning in for the first time. Who else? I think that might be everyone. Oh, and then I forgot, Catlin was in. Catlin from Tampa, Florida. We've been chatting on Facebook or whatever. Thank you, Catlin, for coming in. Can't go any higher on the comments, so thank you all. We'll see you in the next one. Later, big dog, said Wyatt. Waved, said Stone Cold. Later, Tom. Karen, hello. Well, Karen, we're tuning out for now. God bless you, Karen. Thanks for your comment. Catch you later. See you, Jim. Brothers. Yep. See you, Noah. All right. God bless. Bye now.